What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Lever Better and Wetter podcast. We have some interesting guests in the studio here today, and a lot of these guys right here are very generous when it comes to pleasuring women. A lot of them are going viral actually right now. One of them in particular is going viral right now because he got in a little argument on a podcast with a girl, and there was a moment where, you know, it might have been a mic drop moment where he made a red pill point and whatnot, and we're going to discuss what his beliefs are behind what he said on that podcast. But it was very interesting, and so I'm excited for this podcast, and let's dive right in. Some of you might recognize the man next to me right now as the upcoming Asian Andrew Tate, 19 years old right now, killing the game, going viral, just got posted on City Boys. And we're going to get into, you know, his background and kind of who he is. On the right over here, we have Bloomy the GOAT, professional videographer, rapper extraordinaire, porn star, you know what I'm saying? Probably hooked up with your girlfriend on accident.
All that.
On accident, man, dime, all that. And then we have over here, this is Marlon. Okay, just want to make sure I get that right because this is actually his stage name. He is a porn star as well, studio porn star. So he's been in the game for a minute, but he's also a competitive shooter. I made 1.5 million with this dude in the drop shipping game. So history there, and we're killing it right now with courses and stuff like that. Switching it up. But we're going to go into everybody's background here so that you can talk about yourself a little bit, starting with Bloomy. And by the way, can you turn down my headphone a little bit?
Yeah. So, what are we talking about? Videos?
I don't know. Just
Orgasms?
Anything you want to talk about. Yeah, you can start wherever you want to start.
So I've been doing music videos for about 7-ish years. So, you know, I got into that by being a little skater. I was shredding the gnar with my little fisheye lens. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do some rap shit. Let's take this to, you know, the big leagues. Let's do some big shit.
Yeah, let's blow up.
Yeah, so, you know, that's where I got started with the video stuff.
Okay, and then so you started, but you were making music as a rapper, and then you were trying to do videos for yourself, but then you noticed that you were good at editing and whatnot.
Yeah, so, like, I just noticed I'm good at everything I do. Like,
Facts. Bet.
So, like, I started making beats 10 years ago, and then I did my beats were so fire that I didn't want to, like, give them to rappers because I was I don't know, it's a weird thing. Like, I felt like I'd be wasting it, you know, like, it's not as, like, cocky as, it was a weird thing in my head, and I was like, I just didn't know what to do with the beats. So then eventually I was like, I'm gonna try this out, I'm gonna rap a little bit, and then slowly, obviously, you know, first 100 tracks were just trash, absolute trash, but I had people around me who were encouraging me, you know, like, they saw that I was very I was just super into it, so they're like, you know, they would hype me up and shit, and then eventually, like, you know, my music became listenable. And then, you know, now I know how to make beats, now I know how to make music from scratch. And then the last part was the videos, basically.
Yeah, and then you started doing, like, music videos for big artists.
Yeah, so I've shot with, like, Diplo, Tinashe, Future, Gunna, DMX, Ty Dolla $igns, like a lot of big artists. I don't really market myself as that though, because it's like I don't like to ride off of, like, other, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
other names and shit.
So
and that's not really your main passion as well.
Yeah. So it's like, like, you know, I've been around these people, but it's not how I, like, market myself. I just kind of, like, I just do my thing, you know?
And then also there's a sign behind you that has to do with you as well.
There is. So this is the Black Cherry Agency. This is a brand that we started together, and this is a brand where we market models, and we get these models out into the world.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of fun stuff with them.
Yeah, a lot of generous, creative, higher vibrational.
Yes. Very divine.
Religious.
Divine is the word that comes to mind.
Spiritual.
When I think of Black Cherry Agency.
10 to 15.
Orgasms.
Yeah. So anyways, so I was doing a lot of like sex coaching and like dating stuff, like pickup stuff, and just teaching guys like how to give girls more orgasms and whatnot, how to pick up more girls. And I was making these homemade scenes with girls, like just basically giving them 10 to 15 orgasms to show dudes like, oh, testimonial stuff, right? And Bloomy over here, being the man dime 6'3" good looking guy that he is, he already had like hundreds of like homemade clips on his OnlyFans with like hot girls, like super stunners, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, why don't we come together, combine all this and make an agency, and then go that route, you know, just so we can make, you know, the red pill manosphere people hate us and say that we're ruining females.
Exactly.
We're not empowering them or setting them free from thousands of years of repression. Nothing like that. No.
Of course not.
Of course not. No. This is all selfish. This is just for us and money.
And our pleasures.
So anyways, we combined that. That's like one of our ventures that we were doing for sure. Awesome, bro. That is some next level stuff. Okay, so me, back in the day, I started making music when I was like, I'd say like 14, and I was writing lyrics like daily, just getting over like my, you know, it's basically like therapy, right? And I have like 300 songs on SoundCloud. If you guys go look up Notis, you'll see me, Notis Hip Hop. I'm right there. Nodiss, like literally 300 songs. And so that was what I was doing like every day. And that pretty much just taught me how to like focus in on something and get better at something and like channel my emotions and whatnot. And then I had a music video go viral. It was like a little like collab I did with a friend. We called it the Universals. We made a little mixtape, and then we were doing big shows at like the Observatory and stuff like that for Snoop Dogg and all these other people. And then basically at some point I was just like, dude, I'm making all this music and it's like for me, I love it, but it's not getting me like laid how I want. It's not like finding me like girls that I actually love or whatever, and it's not making me money. Yeah. So I was like, fuck, like I'm done. Like I'm good for right now. I'm gonna go get this money. So what I did was I actually stopped making music and I went straight towards making money online. I did sales for a little bit. I did solar sales, made a bunch of money, took that money, invested it into e-commerce, and then it turned into a spiritual brand that I did with Marlon over here. And God damn it got scaled to 1.5 mil in 2020, and then basically I just started to reinvest that money into passions of mine, which is what you're looking at right now, you know, more just like self-development style content and podcasts that are actually helping people out, right? This is that content where it's like, I wish it existed when I was that age, when I was your age, bro, when I was your age. So that's where we're at now. Fast forward, we're all here now in the same room. There's a lot of talent in one room right here. And so now we can move over to the prodigy himself, 19-year-old GOAT, the new Andrew Tate, the young Andrew Tate, the Asian Andrew Tate himself, masculine authority figure next to me. Tell them about your story, Logan.
Yeah, so I think you found me on City Boys or some viral videos pretty recently.
Maybe, but I found you before City Boys posted you. I think it was just... I don't know. Maybe I was just like diving deep into YouTube and I saw you.
Okay, yeah.
Or the whatever thing.
Oh, okay. So you saw me do the whatever. Yeah. So right when I hopped on the whatever podcast, some viral videos of me blew up talking about. Some girl said my buddy was ran through since he clapped like 40 to 50 chicks within I don't know like a year. And then I was like, he's not ran through. He's the one running through. And that shit got like millions of views. I think in 1 week it hit like 30 million views across just mine and my buddy's platforms. And then other accounts picked it up. Like City Boys, they posted it. It got like 1 million views. So yeah, it's been blown up. But yeah, before that, I had a podcast. I mean, I still have a podcast, but yeah, it all started from a podcast.
What's your podcast called, by the way?
It's called Alpha's Only Club, and we teach guys how to become better versions of themselves through having like an alpha mindset. Because sadly, a lot of guys today are just being told all this simp shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, listen to Disney movies. Yeah, buy her all these gifts. You know, send her all this money. FaceTime her all the time, and she's gonna love you. Oh yeah, show your feelings. Then she's gonna really love you. Cry in front of her. Guys, we all do this stuff, and then the girl walks away. She ghosts us. There you go. So,
well, I bet if we did that shit, it would work. You know what I'm saying? Because once you have the mindset, then you could do the Disney.
You can kind of do shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it depends where you're coming from, though.
Yeah.
So guys are coming from a perspective of
Scarcity.
and validation from themselves.
Yeah.
So it's not coming from a place of I love myself and I know who I am. It's coming from a place of I need to feel like I'm worthy of her. I don't deserve her, so I need to do this for her. It's coming from a place of like approval.
Yeah.
Putting women on a pedestal.
Yes.
They're more important than us, and it's
Yes.
like. But see, that's the other thing about the red pill is like, oh, men are more important than women.
Yes.
Nah, bro, we're equal. Like that, there is equality, if you will, in the fact of like value of in the universe. Like the universe values women so fucking much that it made her able to have fucking babies.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing about equality is like it's like no one is actually equal though. We're all different. Like this guy's 6'3", you know, you're white, you know, we're all different in our own unique ways. So I think everyone has to play at their advantage, you know? Like he's a fucking porn star. Like
he's got a elephant trunk in his pants.
Yeah, so like it is what it is. Like we're not all equal. Like men and women.
We're not the same.
Yeah, we're not the same. We're not exactly equal. We have to kind of play you know, our advantages, you know? So for girls, like they have a huge advantage right off the start. They're basically born with value, right? So,
Yeah.
Like what's the OnlyFans thing? Oh, they're selling their pussy, they're selling their ass, they're selling their tits. They're born with value, you know, right off the bat. So I think for guys is we kind of have to slowly learn and we have to build ourselves up until, you know, women and other people start to, you know, look at us as the prize, you know? So we're different in our own unique ways, and I think sadly a lot of guys in the red pill community in the red pill space, they're very upset at women because they're using it towards their advantage. But let's just be honest. If we all had the ability to go out with any dude or any chick that we wanted and they'll pay for us, they'll pay for our dinner, they'll pay for gifts, we would say hell yeah. But we just don't have that ability.
I'd have 5 NBA players bagged right now.
There you go.
Like
there you go.
All right, so we're getting into the podcast now, but it was still intro.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
this is how we're going to get carried away on this podcast because we have so much to talk about.
Yeah.
Any more of your background you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, so I guess just, me and my best friend, we started a podcast together, started talking about some topics like this that aren't really talked about at our age. So yeah, we just inspired a lot of young dudes at our age to just speak about these things, speak about their opinions, and not be afraid of what other people think of you. So
it's definitely polarizing seeing you at that age talking like you do,
19.
which is dope. That means that, you know, Andrew Tate did his thing. He influenced. Dude, is that name banned? Are we demonetized now?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So that's dope.
Andrew Schmate.
And then over here we have Marlon, which is his stage name. Go ahead and just give them background, whatever you want to talk about.
There's a mic over there.
Yeah, that one.
All right. So I think like a lot of entrepreneurs, I kind of started really young. You know, I started selling glue sticks,
crack,
or like bookmarks made out of glue.
Yeah,
and like
I sold fidget spinners. I sold fidget spinners, bro.
Yeah.
I sold bookmarks, and then in high school went on to other things, and then after that I did affiliate marketing and network marketing for a bit. Got into door-to-door sales, which is where I met Daniel.
That's how
we did drop shipping together. Got into porn about 13 months ago. So like 90% of my stuff isn't really out there yet, which is why I've been doing OnlyFans now, because I'm building up my OnlyFans before my...
Is it like the production companies will keep it until they're ready to release it type of thing?
Yeah, some companies will take a year just to edit something and or more, depending on like how many shoots they're doing and what they're doing at the moment. Plus the AVNs just happened and some other like award ceremonies and stuff.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And also in the winter, the porn industry kind of slows down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it gets cold. It's like
less
people
it's cold.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm gonna just chill, man. I'm gonna chill. I want to fuck
are
today.
just shriveled and shit.
There's just less shoots in the winter, so.
No, I feel you. It's not hot girl summer.
Yeah, it's picking up again now though, and then I'm working on some stuff, but I haven't really talked too much about it yet, just because it's kind of a blue ocean type of thing. So I just don't want to put it out there yet because I don't want anybody else learning about it.
Yeah. But it is something that's gonna help the average dude.
Oh yeah, it's for average dudes.
Make a bunch of money.
Yeah.
With his body. Yeah. Instead of judging these women for doing it.
There's other ways, but yeah, that's one way.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
So just be on the lookout. That's gonna probably come across your vernacular at some point. We got some ways for you dudes out here that might be struggling with money, starting from scratch, to basically get up on your feet and then reinvest that into your purpose, passion, whatever. Cool. So, I like the topic that we were talking about before about the equality thing. That is really just semantics. It's like the word equality, equal, because you could be like, oh, like no, we're not equal. But then you could reframe it and say, well, we are all equal in value.
Yeah, it's like we're all fruit, but we're all different fruits. It's like you're an orange, I'm an apple, banana. It's like,
and I feel like that's just a thing that like people just want to disagree on. Like it's like, oh, like you women are dumb because you think we're equal. No, she's looking at it from an emotionally intuitive place when she says we're equal. And men are like, no, like logically and factually, you're an idiot. We're not equal. And that's why it goes viral.
Right.
Because they're calling women dumb on a podcast.
That's an interesting thing as well, is like the biggest misconception between guys and girls is when guys and girls get in an argument, guys are always trying to think it from a logical perspective, and the girl is just feeling it. It's just how she feels. She doesn't actually hate you. She doesn't think that you're such a bad guy. It's just how she feels in the moment. And even though you did all these amazing, great things for her, if she's mad at you at that moment, dude, she's gonna act like you did the worst shit to her entire life, and she's gonna hate you.
So if you take it like serious or personal, then you're gonna suck with women.
Right.
It's kind of like how most of the girls on Fresh and Fit are like, yo, Myron, like, who hurt you? Like, who hurt you? And it's not like it's because of what he's saying is wrong. It's because he's just like not able to like connect with her.
Right. And the guys, the most like, if guys don't know any better, they'll just say, oh, but I did this for you last week, and I did this for you the other week. How are you mad at me? I did all these things. So they're thinking from a logical perspective of like a checkpoint of lists of what they did. So you can't be mad at me if I did this and this and that. But it's like, no, dude, she's mad at you at this moment in time, which means she hates you. It's like just in this moment in time, you know?
I gave you 16 and a half orgasms.
Yeah. They just forget that shit. They don't give a fuck.
She's like, when?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like living in the moment, like, I'm not having orgasm right now. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I feel that. Well, so Bloomy over here, he has a lot of experience with a lot of women trying to be his girlfriend. Yeah. So he's kind of on like the other side of the fence sometimes, where it's like, you know, girls are like running game on him kind of thing, trying to like manipulate their way in. Like a lot of girls will like pretend to be like his OnlyFans girl or something like that.
I've had girls like get into OnlyFans to just because they understand that's what I'm into at the moment, and they're like, oh, you know, he's managing girls. Well, I want to be that girl, you know. So and then it just gets weird because you know I don't see that. I don't have the foresight to be like, you know, to think about, oh, how could this go bad? And I just kind of go with the flow. And then I've had girls where it just gets messy and tricky. And some chicks out here try to bag me, and I've dealt with a lot of that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's what happens when you're giving 10 to 15 orgasms out like it's candy.
That's the thing too, is like being good at fucking is almost dangerous. But and it's like, dude, you know, it gets tricky. No, it gets tricky. Yeah, you're like,
with great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's like if every dude like had those sex skills that we're talking about right now, like you would never be red pill. Like you would never need to, because the women would just be acting right around you. And then also if they weren't, you're just like, I got other options. Like, so to me, the whole thing about like the red pill, I don't disagree with any of like the points, like the logical factual points, but it's just like, it's not good game. Like it implies that you're having trouble with women. If you complain about women, you're having trouble with women. So it's like a lot of have you read the book by Robert Greene, The Art of Seduction?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so one of the things he says in there is the most seductive thing you could ever do is like implications. You imply this.
Yes,
you don't say you're
directly. Yeah.
Right?
So I actually spoke about that on the whatever podcast, because so many guys in the comment section were getting mad, and they're like, well, if I say I want to have sex with a girl, she's not going to want to have sex with me. I'm like, no shit. You go, you invite her to your house and say, hey, how about we go open up the Bible? How about we go pray? How about we go play some Minecraft? You know, it's like, it's stupid shit, but you're implying that we're going to do more than just, dumb shit, So guys who go out there thinking that, oh, but I can't be direct. No, you have to like imply, like, because you have to be you have to get your point across, but in a undercover way, because it shows that you actually have an understanding of women.
I recently, I told a girl she needed to stay away from me. And that was like the biggest, like, little reverse role type.
Yeah.
Like, that drove her crazy.
Yeah, when you dare girls to like walk away from you, I dare you to go find someone better. It's like, he's not scared of losing me?
Yeah,
what the
exactly.
heck? It's like total.
They're little cats, so they're like, I gotta check this out.
Yes,
I have to investigate. Because at first she was saying stuff about she's seen, my image and like all the girls I'm with, and I'm like, yeah, like I'm not that guy you want to bag. I'm not that guy you want to be. Like, I'm a terrible, like kind of leaning into it. Like, obviously I'm not.
Yeah, it's called pink elephant theory.
That's what it is.
Basically where you tell them not to think of a pink elephant. Like, hey, like, wait, why are you in your head right now? Like thinking dirty thoughts. Hey, you're a bad girl. You better not be thinking about me having my way with you in the bathroom right now. That's not what we came here to do.
So you're putting
you're a bad girl.
These ideas in her head.
Yeah,
that's good.
Reverse psychology. Like honestly, it'd be you're so lucky we're in public right now and there's people around. You have no idea what the fuck would happen if we were alone. We can never be alone, ever. And then they're like, oh, why? Yeah.
Why?
Wait, why? That's fucking. They might even try. See, this is where you gotta have good game, because they might even try to like make you seem weird for that. Like, that's scary or that's weird, and then you just be like, yeah, exactly. You wouldn't be able to handle it. You just hold it. You hold that frame. No, yeah, you wouldn't be able to handle it. No, yeah, we need to find you a nice guy tonight. Let's find you like a shy guy at the bar, but he's like good looking, tall. He makes money, and he'll just take care of you. He's gonna be nice. He's gonna give you everything you want. He's gonna shower you with love and affection, just like you want. And you can handle that. And then she's like, no, I don't want that. No, you can't handle a dominant guy who's going to choke you, throw you around,
orgasms,
pin you up against the wall, give you 10 to 15 orgasms.
Because you're making it sound like you already you have so many girls already. You're like, I don't need any more. Like, just go somewhere else. But that's the funny thing. It actually attracts more women when you have more women. Like, it's just how it is. So when guys have an abundance mindset, and if they are abundant of women, they're gonna act and behave much better, more confidently, and it turns women on way more. And it's very difficult to kind of fake that abundance mindset if you don't have any girls.
It's hard to start from the bottom. The craziest thing though is once you do have that abundance, you're literally just being yourself. So like that's your game. Your game is literally just being yourself and just knowing you're enough. But it's hard to do that if you come from the bottom and you've been, grown up in this simp society where women are so pedestalized, and you don't realize that when she's having sex with you, she's getting value. It's not like you're just giving her value, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting something from her.
Right.
And like, oh, you're getting laid. See, that the terminology's all fucked up. Like, oh, I got laid with this girl. What does that imply?
It's
that
like
she had something that you had to
prize.
take from her.
Yeah.
And all this shit. No, like, bro. Like, that's why we switched it into like, like we're giving girls 10 to 15. We're giving them an experience. It's like multiple orgasms. Like we had a
prize.
We had a scene where we literally squirted a girl as much as like she fucking could until like her pussy stopped squirting. Like experiences like that. Like a girl's not going to experience that every day.
Like, he thought she was done. I was like, she's not done. She just kept going.
Like 80 fucking squirts.
A lot.
I mean, you could come from a place of like trying to earn the girl's sex or earn the girl's attention, and it's not good for either side. Like both sides are not enjoying it as much. But when the girl is trying to earn your attention, earn the sex, it makes everything way easier on both sides. It makes everything way better.
Yeah.
And the emotions are just flowing. That's what you want. You want girls to want you.
Well, sorry.
No, you go. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, in today's society, like, girls are trained to be like, this is my power, like, oh, I'm gonna withhold my power. And it's like, no, bro, if a girl comes over, we vibe and we fuck that night, like, she's at the top of my list. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like shorty over here who, you know, she's playing games and she's not fucking and
it's a good topic.
And you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not gonna go on a date with this girl. I don't know if the pussy's trash or not. I don't even know her personality yet because she's playing games and we haven't even hung out. This girl like took the risk with me. She came over, we vibed, and we already smashed. I know she's tight. Yeah, I'll go out with her. Like, I'll do something fun with her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you might even think the other girl has trauma.
Yeah.
And, like, there's something, it's like a red flag. See, now, a lot of people watching this who might be watching him just disagreed with you so hard, bro. Because the whole red pill community is like, no, like, her value just dropped to nothing. She has more than 3 bodies.
That's interesting.
And so it's crazy to me. Like, because from a logical place, I get what they're saying when it comes to marriage.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
But you're not looking to get married.
No.
You're just looking to run through.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
Bro,
so, but
like we're looking to connect.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
he's looking to love a girl.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like he's feeling it in the moment where he's like, this other girl's trying to manipulate me by withholding sex, and she doesn't know herself.
There's a good quote from The Rational Male. It's like, any girl who's withholding sex, chances are it's not going to be that good.
Yeah.
And it's
which is funny because he's on Fresh and Fit podcast every day, and they're literally saying the exact opposite. Yeah. So there's all this like hypocritical, like double standard stuff going on in the red pill community. And when a girl hears this stuff, all she's thinking is like, this dude doesn't get laid.
Well, for guys who get laid, if a girl that I'm talking to is like, so if I have 2 girls right in front of me, and one saying I'm gonna have sex with you right now, and one saying I'm gonna withhold it for a week because I'm a good girl. I'm like, I don't care. I'm just going to have sex with this one right here. Like, if you have multiple girls and you have a lot of girls, it's like, dude, I'm not going to waste my time waiting for this one chick. I could just replace them. They're all replaceable,
well,
right?
Girls don't withhold sex from, like, Drake or like Chris Brown.
That's another thing.
Because they know that his attention's going to go off so fast, right? So, that is something, and you need to keep that in mind. But it's like a dude can love you, like a dude that's actually there to love you isn't gonna judge you on your body count. He's gonna feel you out and like actually see if he fucking likes you instead of this like it's like semantics, bro. It's like, oh, like how do you even know what her body count is? If it was like 50,
you're never gonna know.
You're never gonna know.
Like,
so you're just feeling out this person if you fucking like this person, and chances are if she's had like a lot of sex in her life and she knows herself sexually, like, you know what I'm saying, and you vibe, like that's all it's gonna matter.
I mean, the biggest thing is like easygoing. You want a girl that's easygoing, but it's like it's kind of weird because it's a paradox. You want a girl who's a slut, but only for you.
For you, yeah.
Yep. So you want a girl who's easygoing, but somehow a virgin, right? So you want a girl that's you would want if you had the choice. If a girl was a virgin, but she'd be like, "Yeah, I'll hook up with you right now." You're like, "Holy fuck, I'd value this girl more than all these other girls."
So
right?
okay, so
that's the paradox, but it doesn't exist.
I hear this, but Marlon over here, we both have 2 situations which is different to that. So for example, a girl that I fuck with like heavy, me and Bloomy both fucked her.
Yeah,
that's how we met. You know, and she's just more my type than his. But like I like that we had that experience. Like that's dope. Marlone's girl right now that like he's connecting deep with, he let his homie fuck. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. So there's shit like that where it's like, I guess it doesn't bother me and Marlone right here, but I think, well, it would bother you. It would bother you.
Yeah, like it depends on the girl. Like, you know, if
I feel you.
You know.
Okay, no. Yeah. It is different for you because I know. Like some of them, you're like, no, like she doesn't do that.
It depends on the girl. Yeah. It just depends.
It's just like a different mindset, or it could also be like a different like frequency or like vibration towards a girl or something.
Yeah, I've never judged on body count though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've met girls with like hundreds and hundreds of body count, like way up there, and like they're cool. They're cool girls. Like some of them. But
would you like consider like marriage or long term?
Most of them are already married.
Well, no, for you.
I mean, yeah, they could be potential good mothers or wives.
And why do you believe that?
They're consistent in the way that they communicate, and they're ambitious.
But it has nothing to do with like their sexual past.
No, I mean, as long as they pass the STD test, you know.
Okay, the point is that psychologically they change, and then now they're not going to be able to be more monogamous because they've been ruined, tainted, and they've had orgasms better with somebody else.
But there's also like different types of monogamy. So, like,
but I mean, if you had the choice, you would want to choose a girl who's only been with you over a girl that's been over like 100
that's the main.
But then she might suck at sex.
So
True.
It doesn't
there you
really
go.
know herself.
That's the paradox, though.
And then you have to teach her everything all by yourself.
That's the paradox,
Dude, I literally saw in a Red Pill group that they were saying like she's had different orgasms. She's had better fucking sex out there with somebody else, and she's like gonna be searching for that for the rest of her life and cheating on you behind your back to find. I'm like, bro, that is not a worry I have, bro. Like literally,
I'm that guy.
Yeah, like what are you talking about? Literally 10 to 15 orgasm course. I literally have a course on this stuff. Leave Her Better and Wetter podcast. Like if you don't become if you believe like Myron that female orgasm is not important and women deserve less, then yeah, you should be worried. Because she had better dick than you, and it's not about if your dick is big, none of that. I have literally in the course how to give girls orgasms with your fingers, with your tongue, how to squirt them over and over. And so, and like even like how to give girls orgasms just by dirty talking them. You can literally look in her eye and dirty talk her to the point where she comes. Mm-hmm. If you understand women and their actual sexuality and how it works. So to me, it's just an excuse for not taking like responsibility to become the best lover that you could possibly be as a guy, in my opinion. Because I don't care how many guys like she's been with, once I give her that experience, she only dreams about me. She thinks about me, dreams about me 24/7.
Yeah, it's just the chances are much higher, and those feelings are gonna be much higher if it's like if it's her first guy. If it's her first experience with dude, all those feelings that you explain are gonna be extremely high because it's her first time and you're the only guy. She can't.
But she knows. But she knows that she can't compare it. What if she could compare it and you're still the best?
I mean, yeah, then that's cool. That's cool. But then the downside is though, it's like you got to. There's a few things to look for, right? So it's like, if you're looking for marriage, when I say marriage, I'm talking about like just taking a girl seriously, because no guy is trying to get married today, like especially in this state. It's like you get fucked over completely,
Yeah.
So it's like it's more of just taking a girl seriously on like a one-on-one level, or just like taking a girl seriously as in like I love this girl and I'm going to I'm gonna protect her, I'm gonna care for her, I'm gonna provide for her, right? So it's like that level of seriousness is when I speak about marriage.
So I think it's levels of consciousness, because I heard like Andrew Tate and all them talk about like, oh, well, if I'm walking down the street with you, I have to protect you. So of course I have like responsibility and authority over you, right? But when I'm walking down the street, if I see a girl getting beat up, I'm gonna fucking protect her anyways.
It's just the right thing to do, yeah.
Yeah, not some simp white knight shit. Like that's just what I fucking do.
I've seen you do it.
Yeah, and I went viral on TikTok.
Viral for it.
Literally down the hall over here, like protecting some girl, and it's just like a mindset of like this white picket fence. Like, this is my wife, this is my kid, this is my house. I feel like that was set up by the Illuminati, literally by the elite, to keep us in our ego, to keep us worried about losing stuff or competitive with the next neighbor, when really at the end of the day, when we were back in Atlantis or some sort of like Tartaria, whatever, back in the past where we had free energy devices and shit, we were all family. We were all one big tribe, and we loved each other. We loved our neighbor, and we realized that we're all God. We're all one. So that higher level of consciousness from this fucking place, I don't think that it has a place there in like 5D reality, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing as well, is if you have like an abundance of women, you're not even going to be focused on trying to lock one down. You're not going to really care if she's sleeping with another dude. It just depends though. But yeah, I feel like if you're sleeping with a lot of women, you get a lot of women, it's like, I know I'm not going to take any of these girls really that seriously. It's kind of like they're all for fun. It's like, it just, but if it's your one girl, it's the only girl you're talking to, I can see how so many guys would get worried about her sleeping with another dude.
Yeah, but then it's like, you can make a lot of money off these guys by saying, it's not your fault. You're right. That's the way you should be. Don't get better. Don't increase yourself. Here, buy my book. Women deserve less.
Yeah.
Or you can go that route.
Yeah.
You could do that, and you'll make a fucking ton of money. Or how about actually help people get guys to the level where they do give girls multiple orgasms, where they are the best lover, dominant lover this girl's ever experienced in her life, right? And then on your purpose, on your mission, making money, killing the game.
Because it's a lot of work, and people
It is.
People look at that like, oh fuck,
it's
like,
not quick.
do all this. It's like it's way easier just to be like, yeah, fuck them. Like,
it's it's so much easier for guys to just get salty at girls instead of actually looking at like, maybe it was my fault, because overall I think as guys, like strong dudes, they blame themselves, and weak guys, they blame others, right? So like,
facts.
If you're a strong dude, you're gonna blame yourself. You're like, okay, what can I have done? What could I have done better?
Yeah.
Maybe it might have been not talking to the girl at all, having the strength to avoid that girl, right?
Yeah,
maybe it would have been
it
might have been the strength to say, I need to walk away from this girl. I can't let this girl walk over me. Maybe it's the boundary and having the strength to walk away from the girl, not even just the strength to blame yourself and be better. But yeah, just having the boundaries to walk away.
Which is, by the way, all the red pill qualities that everybody here on the couch like displays. So all the red pill alpha masculine qualities we all display. But I feel like I've taken it to another level because one of my mentors, our UMP Ultimate Man Project, they're just so abundant with women, and they're just the best thing that women have ever experienced. So they've had this positive experience with women. So they just have no hatred towards women. They have no frustration with women.
If you're getting women, you're not going to be mad.
Bro, I came from a repressed family where like I was raised to be repressed with women, and I have tons of trauma with women because growing up I was like Christian, didn't know if I could do this or that, but I did a lot of meditation, 10 years of meditation, healing that trauma and then getting better with women. And then from there, I can love women again. And nowadays, bro, like, and this is a question I want to pose to everybody here. Sometimes like I'll have sex with a girl and like I can't really make eye contact with this girl, and then this other girl I can, and I can make eye contact and I could say shit like I love you and shit like that, and some girls I can't. So that is literally like basically me choosing to be monogamous almost to a degree, and then like it's like that girl I care for more than others. I don't know if you guys have the same.
Well, are you talking about like you feel the girl is different? Because I could tell like which girls are into me and which girls are just like, well, I'll just sleep with anyone.
There's different levels of connection.
Yeah,
there's some girls you could fuck and maybe it's good sex, but it's like it's gonna be a lot to connect with this girl, and it might not even be like in a healthy way. And it's like what I found is healthiest is like if I can connect with a girl almost immediately, like it just is usually healthier, and it's it's more natural.
So it's not like a slow burn, like 4 days, like that whole thing. Yeah, I think that kills connection.
It's almost like you might be able to see it like, oh, that's more valuable because it's something that you guys had to work towards. But no, I feel like if it's not like just natural like that, it's like then
instant chemistry.
Yeah, then
it's the easy going. That's
so
nice.
Yeah. So the point behind this is basically like when a girl like really likes you, and it's like you gave her the most amazing experience of her life, she generally says like, I only want to have sex with you. Like, you're the only one I'm thinking about. Like, yes. I don't, because girls, they go out there and you think that they're being like hoes and they're hooking up with all these dudes and stuff, but 80% of those sexual experiences are horrible.
Trash. Yeah.
The dudes just don't give them any orgasms, and so girls, that's not their desire to go out and do that. And like, I think any girl would agree with me when I'm saying that. Like, they don't want to do that. So then it's like, so you're over here like shaming her, telling her like, oh, like you shouldn't do that. It's just, that's gonna make her want to do it just to go against you.
The forbidden fruit.
It's just literally bad game. It's literally bad game. She's already going to not want to do that. And if you're the best she ever had, she's only gonna sleep with you pretty much. And if she does have another thing, it doesn't matter. It literally will not go anywhere because you already have her locked in. And then the other thing is, like I was just saying, us guys are like similar. We like to protect our investments, and that's the whole thing about this red pill shit. Is like, yeah, you better like have low body count, because they're trying to look over their investment, and they don't want this girl to like fuck it up down the road. But as a guy, like we don't want to put out too much energy just fucking all these girls. We like to have rotations, at least, like, you know what I'm saying, or like a couple. But even me right now, like I have like 5 girls in a rotation. There's only like one at a time that I really feel anything for.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so at the end of the day, I feel like it naturally, everything comes together how people want. It's like from that place, like don't have bad game, like getting angry at girls, because that just implies that you're bad with women.
Yes. 100%.
Like don't talk about like all this like slut shaming stuff, because first of all, that's not seductive. the most seductive aspect is, you know, being open-minded and, you know, accepting of others. And then the other thing is like talking about that means you're focusing on that, which means it bothered you, which literally means that you're struggling and you're not doing well with women. So that's what I'm saying. That's my main point is you red pill dudes out here, the masculine traits are awesome. All that's great, but just be more loving and accepting towards women and your life's going to be a lot better.
Yeah, because like every connection has 3 parts to it. I mean, they're not always there, but there's romance, and then there's sex, and then there's like platonic friendship. So like with some girls even, like the sex can be really good, but then like after you fuck, there's nothing to talk about.
You don't even want to chill. Yeah.
I got to go do something.
I got to just leave the chat.
Yeah, I got to feed my fish.
But like if you can find a girl that can do all those 3 things, or if you can do all those 3 things yourself, then you're going to have a lot better relationships, and you're going to be angry a lot less because you're not going to take anything personally.
Yeah.
And you're gonna find connections where the girl stays and she doesn't, she hangs up her hoe hat, if you will. If you're so worried about that whole thing, like the whole, like she out there being a hoe, she out there for the street, she at 304, she's gonna slow down in that area because you connected so deeply with her and she knows that you're actually that dude. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of just solves the whole thing, which takes away a lot of money making potential. So I understand why, like, some companies, some podcasts, some businesses would want to perpetrate and increase the anger and the discomfort, because people buy in a state of discomfort. They buy in a state of, you know, being stressed.
Panic.
Oh my God.
I need this book.
These women are all ruined. Society's going down the drain. It's the end of the world. They're all against our masculinity. They're all against, there's an agenda.
Yeah.
Well, there is an agenda, but it's against both genders. It's not women against men and men
against
women.
humans.
It's against humans overall. Like, that's the biggest agenda. You look at any other country that's fallen, it's, okay, we're going to turn these people into numbers so we can just eliminate them like that. Like, that's how they do it, is they turn everyone the same. They remove everything that's different between us, what makes us special. They turn us against each other, right? And so this is like how it is. And sadly, so many guys are frustrated at women, and women don't understand men, and it's just back and forth. But overall, we should understand that actually everything is against us as humans, and we need to look at what is making us not like each other. Oh, that's the enemy, and then boom, that's it.
Yeah, but I feel like once you're like living that life, like for example, Andrew over here is not going, you're not going to find him like researching, like going down rabbit holes of like conspiracies, because he's not like unhappy with his life. He's getting girls, he's on his purpose, you know what I'm saying? He has all his basic needs met. So you're not going to see him thinking that that's an issue what the Illuminati is doing or whatever. Because at the end of the day, like, people like can get brainwashed by the Illuminati that are meant to. And like the people that went and did all the stuff that they said do, that's okay. Like, that's like, it takes 2 to tango. They're going to go do that regardless. But if you influence people to like get girls, get money, be happy, be on your purpose, be on your mission, the Illuminati has no effect on them. And even if they shut this whole shit down again tomorrow and said there's World War III, we would just be like, all right, have fun. like at that point, we probably have our land. We have like, we're all situated. We're all good. Everybody's empowered in our circle that we don't have to worry about shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if they try to threaten with like a zombie apocalypse or anything, to me, it's all just fear at the end of the day. Honestly, like, we'd have fun during the zombie apocalypse.
I was about to say,
I'm waiting
That's
for the
just,
zombie.
yeah, that's down as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna have fucking fun with that shit.
Fun.
So when they have no effect on your mental, like, they can't make you afraid at all. They can't make you think. Another thing would be that all women are getting ruined today, and they put you in that low frequency fear state of like, we have to do something, we have to stand up, and then you end up in jail like Andrew Tate, because you're putting out this message that's making more people like afraid and frightened.
Yes.
And the elite are just the elite. Yes, they're depopulating. They're trying to ruin shit. They're fucking whatever. They're trying to create their new world order. All this shit, whatever. But at the end of the day, they're also trying to keep shit like going in a direction that the sheep can handle. Like, there's little sheep who can't. They're not ready to be high value man Andrew Tate.
Yeah, everyone in society, and 97% of the guys are afraid, and they're controlled by fear. That's how you control people, is by fear. So many guys are fearful of, you know, getting rejected. So many guys are fearful of taking that leap and starting that business. So many guys are fearful of getting canceled for being who they are, right? So many guys are so fearful, and that's how they control you, is by fear, right? That's the only way that they can control you. And the second you become fearless, or you become brave enough to overcome those fears, you become unstoppable. You can't do anything. Like, oh, we're gonna put you in jail. Oh, I don't care. Oh, we're gonna kill you. I don't care.
Yeah, Andrew's like, oh, I'm just gonna meditate.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you're gonna kill me because
perfect.
Yeah, you're gonna kill me because I believe in something. Okay, cool. I'm not fearful of dying if
cool,
it's for something I believe in.
I'm gonna go to the next dimension, heavenly.
Yep, exactly. So, but so many guys are so fearful of those things because they don't value like what's gonna happen after they die. They don't have these like beliefs, and they don't have these strong core values within themselves of, hey, if I genuinely believe in something and I die for the right thing, then that's okay, right? But so many guys are so fearful of dying, so fearful of saying things and getting canceled, or so fearful of the girl not liking them. So they kind of hide who they really are. So they play a thing where it's like, oh, what's your favorite color? Oh, red. Okay, yeah, red's my favorite color too. Oh, you don't like Donald Trump? Oh, I don't like Donald Trump either. Right? They fall in these little categories.
That's Freemasons have the checkerboard on the lodge floors. Yeah. Control the black and the white.
Well, and the best thing you can do is disagree with women.
What?
It just gets them going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's if you're that's another thing with like the abundance mindset and like just knowing who you are. It's like you could disagree with every little thing a girl says and she's still gonna sleep with you.
She's gonna love it.
Yeah, she's gonna love it.
No, she's gonna respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Way more than like you were saying, oh, I like I like this too.
Because you're not doing it for sex. It's like, I don't care about sex. I have plenty of women that I have sex with. Like, I don't need the sex. And that's what makes them go crazy for you. It's the cat analogy. Like, girls are literally like cats, bro. Like, if you have what they want, dude, they're going to go after you. Cats always go after the guy who's allergic to fucking cats, dude. I'm allergic to cats. And they're always jumping on my lap. They're always trying to touch me and shit. Yeah. I'm like, oh, dude, I fucking hate cats, bro.
So are you trying to say you're allergic to pussy?
Yeah, well, actually, I haven't tried eating cats, but... Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Especially if they're all furry.
Asian Tate.
Oh shit.
Asian Tate has had no fur balls yet. Oh, we got a few girls at the agency over here that have a couple landing strips for you.
Oh yeah.
If you want to try that out.
Couple patches.
couple patches.
We got some fuzzies.
Wow.
Some fuzzies in the audience.
If you're open-minded enough. If you love women, prove it. Go down on this girl right here. We have a line of like girls with defects like out the door and shit. He has to prove it with each girl. Like, prove you love women. We're like we turn him from a red pill dude to like a male feminist like in one podcast. Like, prove your allegiance to the feminists right now. Eat her pussy.
Shout out ginger shorties too.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah,
they're
bro.
The freakiest.
I escorted a ginger girl in this studio the other
like
day.
Right there.
Like actually, what was in the pullout? There's the pullout right here. But less than 5 days ago, we had a squirt marathon right here.
A squirtathon.
Andrew Tate was in his jail cell crying. Oh no, why are you pleasuring women? Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Andrew Tate. I like to troll him and stuff like that because he's funny. He's cool. But I do agree with almost everything he says. The polarizing, misogynistic things that he says, I understand it's just marketing. And, well, I kind of disagree. Well, I don't disagree with anything, but I'm not religious, and I know he's, like, going Muslim now. And I know he's into marriage, and I'm not really into that. It just doesn't suit me.
It's a different path.
It's a different path.
Well, I mean, I think if you just believe that there's going to be a place for you after you die, like, the less fearful you become of death, and the more willing you are to be bold, the more willing you are to stand up for what you believe in. And I think that's a very awesome thing. Like, even if you're not religious, but if you have like a belief that, hey, if I die for doing something that I believe in, then that's good, right?
Yeah.
Because you know that you're going somewhere afterwards.
Yeah, and well, energy can never be destroyed, right? So that's just a fact of physics. Like, energy can only transform and be transmuted. So that's one thing that could like put you at ease. But another thing that puts me at ease about that is the tides rise and fall. The seasons are always the perfect seasons. Everything in the universe, everything in nature,
it's so perfect.
It's designed to perfection. And like from that place, like I'm just at ease with everything. So I'm like, oh, we're good. Like we're looked after. This has a meaning. It has a purpose. It's definitely designed by a creator that had intent. There was intent in the design.
Oh yeah.
You know, even if you believe in flat Earth or you believe in
even the most logical person can agree that everything is placed on this earth perfectly for us to survive and thrive and create everything. It was left on this earth for us to create everything around us.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy that everything around us was left, like not how it is now, but it was created. It was these tools and everything that were left for us, like these materials were just left here for us, and they were put here for us. Like it's fucking crazy. If you really think about it, it's like everything is so perfectly done. It's not by accident. There's just no way.
Well, even with a lot of modern medicine, it's like synthesized versions of, you know, a plant
of the real shit.
Yeah,
of the real shit.
So
Yep,
like,
for sure.
Yep.
Me and Fabio have had some deep conversations about. Well, me. Oh shit, Marlon.
Oh shit.
Bleep that shit out. Bleep that shit out.
God damn it! This is like the fourth
I need
time.
to bleep over here. Bleep.
Fourth time.
I see it coming. Bleep.
Oh
Bruh,
my god.
that's who you is.
Alone.
No, so we've had some deep conversations about, like, because me and him have done like very deep meditations in our life and DMT and other things. So we've had very deep conversations about what reality is and, like, you know, how deep you can go with it. I remember we were having one very deep one like recently, like maybe like 3 months ago, where we were like talking about like the contracts between people. And stuff like that. We went down a rabbit hole with that one. But yeah, I mean, if you've done deep meditation, then I mean, all the answers are kind of given to you. And that's the crazy thing, where you can literally, like, all the solutions are there. Like, dude, like, Andrew Tate shouldn't be banned for being misogynistic. He should be banned for meditating. Like, promoting meditation is more dangerous than promoting misogynistic stuff, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, fear is one thing that holds people back, but if there's anything that holds them back as much as that, I would say it's distractions. Just being distracted in general, like,
Yeah, not being grounded and like, but that's the thing is people won't catch on to like how powerful meditation is and all that. Like,
yeah, when it comes down to like breaking down the reasons for failure, more than 90% of the time, the reason is a lack of focus. So
And to focus on something, you need to know yourself. So deep meditation finds your purpose so that you can make those laser targeted focuses at a goal that suits yourself, not going against who you are, right? That's important.
Yeah, especially when you're passionate about what you're doing and when you actually love what you're doing and you see the bigger picture for what you're doing, dude, that's like all the laser focus you need. It's fucking crazy.
yeah, because it's all just cause and effect. So you also have to look at things like, if I do this, is it gonna do what I want it to do, or is it not gonna do what I want it to do? You know, like.
Ooh, I like that you brought up cause and effect, because if you look up the 7 Hermetic principles, if you guys just like ignored this whole podcast but just looked up the Kabbalion and learned the 7 Hermetic principles, like, you would literally have like most of your life problems solved. But one of the actual principles is the law of cause and effect. And you will understand that there's different levels of causation and everything is because of something. So at the end of the day, you can not be a leaf in the wind, if you will. You could be at the cause, not the effect. Like, literally, that's what RSD talks about all the time. It's like, and that's what women get attracted to, is literally like, you're the cause, not the effect. If you're complaining about women, you're at the effect of women. You're not dominant.
Boom. Yep.
By the definition, right there, you're being submissive.
Yep.
You're literally submitting to her effect on you.
Yep.
And this is why the women on the podcast are just like, you guys don't get it. And like, who hurt you? And like, they're saying all these things where it's like the comments are like, bro, Myron just made so much sense right there. These women are stupid. No, like, they understand that he just made sense logically, but they're just coming at the energy. Like you said, what they feel is this dude is like trying to make a point. This dude is like hurt towards women. This dude's affected by women because he's not taking the responsibility as a man who's a leader. He literally says men are supposed to lead, but then he's not taking the lead by taking responsibility. He's saying women don't take accountability. No shit. Because that's not in their gender.
They don't do that shit ever.
That's not their gender to have to do that. That's a man's job. That's like the gender role of a man, is take responsibility, take accountability, lead. And then from there, guess what? Women act right.
Yeah, I mean, there could be two versions of you. One is just sitting there complaining about all the bad shit that women have done to you. And there's another version of you that says, okay, this is the reality. Me talking about it isn't going to do shit. I'm going to go take action, become a better version of myself, be able to see these red flags before they pop up and I don't know that they exist, right? So, but it's harder. It's harder to better yourself. It's harder to learn about these things. It's harder to understand women truly and get better with them rather than just talk shit on them.
But it's fun. And see, and I think we can change the tide right here where it's like the people that are watching us, we're like, hey guys, like, yeah, if you go down this route and learn from us, it's going to be like a lot of work. Like, you know, like what you were just saying and Bloomy was saying, like, yeah, but if it's fun, hard work, and you're actually winning, you're getting the results you want, like, isn't that what you want?
Then it's worth it.
Yeah, and if like we turned you into that person that you actually want to be, and then you stopped buying from us, like we're gonna be okay.
Right. I think that's why my videos blew up so well, is because I wanted to add like entertainment and value into what I was doing. So whenever I was doing a vlog and getting girls, it was also teaching guys how to better themselves by or through women. Just by talking to women and being around women, you start to better yourself, start to understand them more. And I think that's why a lot of my content is going to do very well. It's going to blow up even more once they see it.
But, oh, bro, you're on.
On what?
No, yeah, you're like you're gonna blow up way more.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're already in that pocket. You're in that lane. Like
for sure,
it's game over.
Yeah, and I know. Me and my brother were talking about like, dude, I'm gonna be. Even before we blew up or started anything, is like I always had a feeling like deep down I was always gonna do something much bigger than myself and something great. So. But I think a lot of people need to just manifest it, and a lot of people just need to believe in themselves.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing. Because if you don't believe that you're going to get an A+ on the test, you're not going to get A+ on the test.
Bro, I was just talking to my astrology homie, and he was like, right now is all about belief. Whatever you believe is going to start manifesting right now, like with the stars and how it's all set up, like especially going into March, whatever you believe. And so this is the key that we need to touch on, is like the news is trying to make you believe something.
Yep.
The agendas are trying to make you believe something. If you just take back your power of belief, then right there you win.
Yep.
And then you can manifest whatever you want. And another thing is, supposedly in 2020 there was a conjunction, which was like, I think it was it Saturn and Jupiter, whatever. The conjunction basically made the tables get flipped and turned, so the elite know that there is no elite anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a free for all.
Yeah.
And whatever we want the world to be, it can be, and they lost all control, and they know that now.
Yeah, I think anytime that I used to wrestle in high school, but whenever I had a wrestling tournament or a match, anytime I had fear or doubt in myself, I lost every single time. But every single time I walked into the mat thinking I'm going to win, I won every single fucking time. And once you have that experience of, wow, just by changing my belief system, I perform better, I'm more confident, and I do the right moves. And just recently, like when I had a jiu-jitsu tournament, I only had 1 month of training, and I had two dudes who had like a year plus of training in jiu-jitsu, and I whipped both of them just because I knew that, hey, I know by having this belief system that I'm going to win, and I took the time into training myself that I'm going to win, and I won. So it's just by having that belief system that you're going to win. And even if you don't win, it's still
you're still a win.
It's still a win, right? Because you learn something. It's not like you're coming from a place, oh man, I lost. It's like, no, dude. Winners either win or learn. There's no such thing as failure or losing for winners. Like, there's no such thing. Everything it was left on this earth for us to create everything around us. Yeah. Which is fucking crazy. That everything around us was left, like not how it is now, but it was created. It was these tools and everything that were left for us, like these materials were just left here for us, and they were put here for us. Like, it's fucking crazy. If you really think about it, it's like everything is so perfectly done, it's not by accident. There's just no way.
Well, even with a lot of modern medicine, it's like synthesized versions of, a plant
of the real shit.
Yeah,
the real shit.
So
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
Me and Fabio have had some deep conversations about, me. Oh shit, Marlon. Oh shit. Bleep that shit out. Bleep that shit out.
God damn it! This is like the fourth time.
Bleep over here. Bleep. Fourth time. I see it coming. Bleep.
Bruh, that's who you is. No, so we've had some deep conversations about, like, because me and him have done like very deep meditations in our life and DMT and other things. So we've had very deep conversations about what reality is and, like, how deep you can go with it. I remember we were having one very deep one, like, recently, like, maybe, like, 3 months ago, where we were, like, talking about, like, the contracts between people and stuff like that. We went down a rabbit hole with that one. But, yeah, I mean, if you've done deep meditation, then, I mean, all the answers are kind of given to you. And that's the crazy thing where you can literally, like, all the solutions are there. Like, dude, like, Andrew Tate shouldn't be banned for being misogynistic. He should be banned for meditating. Like, promoting meditation is more dangerous than promoting misogynistic stuff, in my opinion.
Yeah, 'cause I was going to say, like, fear is one thing that holds people back, but if there's anything that holds them back as much as that, I would say it's distractions. Just being distracted in general, like.
Yeah, not being grounded, and like, but that's the thing is people won't catch on to like how powerful meditation is and all that. Like,
yeah, when it comes down to like breaking down the reasons for failure, more than 90% of the time, the reason is a lack of focus. So.
Yeah.
And to focus on something, you need to know yourself. So deep meditation finds your purpose, so that you can make those laser targeted focuses at a goal that suits yourself, not going against who you are, right? That's important.
Yeah, especially when you're passionate about what you're doing, and when you actually love what you're doing, and you see the bigger picture for what you're doing, dude, that's like all the laser focus you need. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, because it's all just cause and effect. So you also have to look at things like, if I do this, is it gonna do what I want it to do, or is it not gonna do what I want it to do? You know, like.
Ooh, I like that you brought up cause and effect, because if you look up the 7 Hermetic Principles, if you guys just like ignored this whole podcast but just looked up the Kabbalion and learned the 7 Hermetic Principles, like, you would literally have like most of your life problems solved. But one of the actual principles is the law of cause and effect, and you will understand that there's different levels of causation, and everything is because of something. So at the end of the day, you can not be a leaf in the wind, if you will. You could be at the cause, not the effect. Like, literally, that's what RSD talks about all the time. It's like, and that's what women get attracted to, is literally like, you're the cause, not the effect. If you're complaining about women, you're at the effect of women, you're not dominant.
Boom. Yep.
By the definition, right there, you're being submissive.
Yep.
You're literally submitting to her effect on you. Yep. And this is why the women on the podcast are just like, you guys don't get it. And like, who hurt you? And like, they're saying all these things where it's like the comments are like, bro, Myron just made so much sense right there. These women are stupid. No, like, they understand that he just made sense logically, but they're just coming at the energy, like you said. What they feel is this dude is like trying to make a point. This dude is like hurt towards women. This dude's affected by women because he's not taking the responsibility as a man who's a leader. He literally says men are supposed to lead, but then he's not taking the lead by taking responsibility. He's saying women don't take accountability. No shit. Because that's not in their gender.
Don't do that shit ever.
That's not their gender to have to do that. That's a man's job. That's like the gender role of a man, is take responsibility, take accountability, lead, and then from there, guess what? Women act right.
Yeah, I mean, there can be two versions of you. One is just sitting there complaining about all the bad shit that women have done to you, and there's another version of you that says, okay, this is the reality. Me talking about it isn't going to do shit. I'm going to go take action, become a better version of myself, be able to see these red flags before they pop up, and I don't know that they exist, right? So, but it's harder. It's harder to better yourself. It's harder to learn about these things. It's harder to understand women truly and get better with them, rather than just talk shit on them.
But it's fun. And see, and I think we can change the tide right here, where it's like, the people that are watching us, we're like, hey guys, like, yeah, if you go down this route and learn from us, it's going to be like a lot of work, like, you know, like what you were just saying, and Bloomy was saying, like, yeah, but if it's fun, hard work, and you're actually winning, you're getting the results you want, like, isn't that what you want?
Then it's worth it.
Yeah, and if, like, we turned you into that person that you actually want to be, and then you stopped buying from us, like, we're going to be okay.
Right, I think that's why my videos blew up so well, is because I wanted to add like entertainment and value into what I was doing. So whenever I was doing a vlog and getting girls, it was also teaching guys how to better themselves through women. Just by talking to women and being around women, you start to better yourself, you start to understand them more. And I think that's why a lot of my content is going to do very well. It's going to blow up even more once they see it.
Oh, bro, you're on.
On what?
No, yeah, you're gonna blow up way more.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're already in that pocket. You're in that lane. Like,
for sure.
It's game over.
Yeah, and I know. Me and my brother were talking about it, like, dude, I'm gonna be. Even before we blew up or started anything, it's like I always had a feeling like deep down I was always gonna do something much bigger than myself and something great. So But I think a lot of people need to just manifest it, and a lot of people just need to believe in themselves. That's the biggest thing. Because if you don't believe that you're going to get an A+ on the test, you're not going to get A+ on the test.
Bro, I was just talking to my astrology homie, and he was like, right now, it's all about belief. Whatever you believe is going to start manifesting right now, like with the stars and how it's all set up, like especially going into March, whatever you believe. And so this is the key that we need to touch on, is like the news is trying to make you believe something.
Yep.
The agendas are trying to make you believe something. If you just take back your power of belief, then right there you win.
Yep.
And then you can manifest whatever you want. And another thing is, supposedly in 2020 there was a conjunction, which was like, I think it was it Saturn and Jupiter, whatever. The conjunction basically made the tables get flipped and turned, so the elite know that there is no elite anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a free-for-all.
Yeah.
And whatever we want the world to be, it can be, and they lost all control, and they know that now.
Yeah, I think anytime that I used to wrestle in high school, but whenever I had a wrestling tournament or a match, anytime I had fear or doubt in myself, I lost. Every single time. But every single time I walked on the mat thinking, I'm going to win, I won. Every single fucking time. And once you have that experience of, wow, just by changing my belief system, I perform better, I'm more confident, and I do the right moves. And just recently, like when I had a jiu-jitsu tournament, I only had 1 month of training, and I had two dudes who had like a year plus of training in jiu-jitsu, and I whipped both of them just because I knew that, hey, I know by having this belief system that I'm going to win, and I took the time into training myself that I'm going to win, and I won. So it's just by having that belief system that you're going to win, and even if you don't win, it's still
a win.
It's still a win, right? Because you learn something. It's not like you're coming from like, oh man, I lost. It's like, no, dude. Winners either win or learn. There's no such thing as failure or losing for winners. Like, there's no such thing. So that's the biggest thing, is guys just need to understand that there's no such thing as losing or failure. You only lose and fail if you don't learn anything from it. So when you get your heart broken and you're just sitting there crying, but you didn't learn anything from it, then yeah, you're a loser. But if you look at it and be like, you know what? I should have saw that this girl was not a good quality girl, and I should have seen that I maybe shouldn't have put all my feelings and time and investment into this girl. You know?
Or you weren't ready for that girl yet.
Yes.
Because you hadn't got rid of all your blocks.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it could be experience, but it's also like you didn't get rid of all your traumas and doubts about yourself.
Yep. So you're always trying to like seek her validation and approval, and then you turned her off, and then she walked away. She ghosted you because you were acting like a beta male seeking her behavior, or beta male seeking behavior, right? So.
So there's a lot of guys that just aren't getting laid, and that's like a perpetual thing, and they're going downward spiral. It's like 33% now of all men are not having sex.
I didn't realize it was that big of a problem.
Bro.
It's social media is making it even worse, and the thing is, if you have no practice, like, and you can't get laid at all, like, you're gonna get worse and worse at sex. You're gonna get worse at connecting.
Why is it making it worse? Because they can go straight to the top.
Yeah, because girls can just DM whoever, and they like are getting blue check marks DMing them.
So it used to be most girls were virgins, and now most guys are virgins.
Yeah, crazy.
It's fucking crazy.
So, and here's the thing, right? You don't want to say that this is bad and then go against the flow of nature. That's like a salmon swimming upstream. That's not the best move on the chessboard. If we're talking like Andrew Tate right here, the best move on the chessboard is to realize this is a natural part of going into the age of Aquarius. And we aren't taught this in school. We don't understand the cycles. There's actually cycles. The elite know this stuff. Like, billionaires know this stuff, and that's why J.P. Morgan says astrology is for billionaires, not millionaires. They literally have specific dates where they do specific rituals, and they have, like, things set on specific dates because they understand the stars. But right now we're moving into the age of Aquarius. Women are becoming more empowered. It's not a bad thing. Swim with the stream, and you become more empowered as a man. And also, a lot of these girls on the podcast, I hear them talk about, well, men and women both have feminine and masculine traits to themselves. That's truth. What we're doing right here is a feminine trait. We're expressing. But we're also going out there and being masculine, and we're taking action. So it's like, it's balance right there. And from that place, and you understand, okay, the universe is in perfect alignment. I don't need to freak out and fucking try to shame and tell every girl how they're so wrong. And bro, girls have literally been repressed, like, with their sexuality for thousands of years. So who are we to say that was right? And when literally the Bible was written by the All right, guys, reconvening here. We had a little bathroom break there for a second. The point I was making was very deep.
You're talking about resistance, and I was gonna say too, it's kind of the same thing with AI. Like, a lot of people are so worried about AI becoming a thing and taking their jobs and like making humans obsolete. But you just gotta stay present and think like,
presence.
How can I make AI do what I do,
make
but
it my
just
bitch.
better? You know?
Yeah.
You shouldn't have it take over your job. You should just use it to make your job easier and more efficient.
The GOAT. I actually wrote
Marlon.
Marlon is the GOAT. Marlon is the GOAT. I literally have it written on my wall. Presence is God. I have that written on my wall. And the point that he just made about that was very deep, and we can go deeper with it, with the fact that if you want to be good at sex, presence is the key. And I look at life like life is just one big sexual intercourse. Like everything in nature is sex. The sun hitting the leaf, that's sex, right? It's penetrating the leaves, whatever. It's fucking impregnating the leaves with, it's giving it life. So be present with life as well. With the AI coming out, with, women going for the top 1% of men and leaving now 33% of men sexless. Stay present with it. Understand, okay, as a man, you can actually win right now, especially if you get plugged into that top 1%. I mean, at that point, you're only really worried about how much semen are you retaining.
I mean, it's not really that hard either to be like the top 10%.
Easy.
It's like, dude, obviously height plays a role, but you can't really change that. But just physique, how you take care of yourself, what you invest in yourself, because there's no better investment than yourself, right? So like how much time you put into yourself, and obviously working out is like a physical representation of how much time you put in yourself, but it could be money wise or other things. Yeah, status as well. Like it just depends how much energy you put back into yourself and not other people or events or worrying about what the news says, right? It's purely just direct energy into yourself, and girls will feel it. Girls will definitely feel it.
Well, okay, one point about the height thing. So Bloomy over here is 6'3", good looking. It's like he has too much girls, and then from that place, like he he's probably fucked more girls than most dudes will ever fuck in their life.
City boys
while like still being at his mom's like back then and shit, you know what I'm saying? And like growing up, still fucked more girls than you probably ever will, and he didn't even have to make anything of himself. But the thing is, luckily he's, still, finds his own reasons and drive to go out and get more of himself. But some of these dudes, you don't want to be them. You don't want to be that tall, good looking dude because it's not even as fun. It's just too easy. It's like easy mode. And women are very good motivators.
Yes.
Having that inspiration there of a girl you desire is amazing, because then
what's even harder is staying motivated once you get the women.
Yeah.
Because it's like
that's your challenge, huh?
100%.
Yeah.
They call it fat and happy in marriages. It's like when you're getting fed and when you're getting sex on a consistent basis, it makes you very complacent, and that's why a lot of guys in marriages get super complacent. So it's super important to like be self-aware and like see yourself from a third-person view. That's like the biggest thing in any situation is like you got to constantly look at yourself. Like it's a huge thing. And getting complacent when you're always having sex and when you're getting fed, when you have money, it's like, damn, I could just do nothing, So
you're gonna look back at the times you were struggling and be like, those were the best times. You know what I'm saying? So love that shit, revel in it.
Dude, I got fat and happy.
Yep.
Like recently, I was like, I saw a video of myself and I was like, God damn, like I was just unaware of it, and then I was like, all right.
And now we shredded.
Well, and then I went on this whole journey. Like I'm gonna lose weight. I lost like close to 40 pounds. Like,
hell yeah.
And so it's like there's always something you could do about it too.
It's like, weird how when we started fucking with each other, you were like on that. Like it was like you were like the frequency thing, like the vibration. You started working out. I'm already shredded, shit, And then boom, we start working together, and then like boom, we're on camera fucking girls, like, but our bodies look fucking amazing. It was just like it was meant to be kind of thing. Yeah, could only attract me into your reality if you start working out.
Birds of a feather,
Fuck together. Fuck together, yeah. Collect together.
No, that's true though. The top 3% of dudes are just banging all the chicks, bro. It is what it is. Like,
well, so with me, for example, like lately, I've been like, fuck, like, yes, I do want to blow up more and get more status and whatever, but like every single girl that I hook up with falls in love with me, like to a deep, deep, deep level, and like I don't have to do anything or be anything or anything. I'm just me. I'm being myself. Like that's what every guy wants.
Yes.
It's because I removed all the other shit that I thought I needed.
Yep.
And yeah, we're all playing this big game. Like it's a big high school popularity contest and whatever. But yeah, play the game to get better options, of course. Yeah. Like a lot of the girls that I've hooked up with recently, this is funny, is because me and Bloomy set up like an interesting dating app experience, and we made ourselves stand out from the rest of the men, where like they could get both of us at the same time, right? And
we were providing something different,
and you know that's basically being like we were top 3% like profile. So yes, for the attraction purposes, yes, but if you want to make her fall in love, be your fucking self, and make yourself better every day. Like obviously girls, if you don't have a purpose or a mission as a guy and you're not on your path becoming better every day, they're not going to stay obsessed with you.
I think you'll know when you have like really good game and you're like, you have like a really good vibe and energy if you don't have money or status. Like that's how you know if you're getting girls when you're broke and you don't have status, that means when you do have money and you do have status, dude, you're going to be unstoppable, bro.
That means you should be a dating coach, sex coach like me.
Yep.
I had a friend that went broke for a bit and he moved to Vegas and he was homeless for a while and he was just like kind of making his money back through poker while he was there, and he got like super scruffy and just looked like, you know, like homeless, and he said that he actually got laid more when he was like that.
He didn't give a fuck
because he was still confident. You know. So like girls would like the scruffy look, but then they knew like underneath that he was still like civilized and like good at communicating and like lucid. So
it was like a polarity thing, kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
It's interesting.
It was interesting.
They're like, I wanted to fuck a sophisticated homeless person since I was a little girl.
Yeah, ever since I've been getting all these views and shit, I've been getting like hundreds of DMs from girls like reaching out to me. And I was talking to my buddy Nathan. I'm like, dude, and he's getting hella DMs as well because he was on the podcast too. But we just noticed like, are these girls really into us? Probably not, dude. Like they're really not. They're just into us for the clout, and you know they might see us because we look good.
Well, they noticed you.
Yeah,
finally.
they noticed. Yeah, it's nice. But then we're always gonna be questioning. Okay, is this girl really into me because she met me on social media? That's what I'm gonna be thinking. Like,
and the crazy part is, as you become more famous, it's gonna be
harder.
A bigger question.
Yeah. So you're gonna be able to get more. You're gonna be able to get more girls. But then downside is like, are these girls really down for me, or are they down for the clout and the money? And that's another thing is if you're super rich, how do you know if they're into you because you're super rich or because they like you?
Well,
right?
yeah,
So
I mean,
you gotta kind of hide. Yeah, you gotta hide this shit. Like,
well, yeah, but you just gotta have a way of qualifying them, right? And screening out girls that are not the vibe. And that really just comes down to you need to understand game before you get rich and famous, or else you're gonna end up like Myron.
Right. I mean, like I know for sure I'm not gonna find like a wifey material in my DMs. I'm not gonna find like,
oh dude, don't doubt that. Don't doubt that. See,
but
that was a limiting belief. I gotta call it out as a coach.
I'm gonna say I'm more likely I wanna find here's the thing. I wanna find a wifey material like at the grocery store. Like just
like the bookstore.
At the bookstore.
Do you do cold approach? Do you do cold approach?
So what is cold approach actually? Like, what is the actual definition? Is it like no eye contact, nothing?
Young Padawan, come with us.
Boot camp.
Yeah.
What up?
No, like if a girl looks at me and then I'm just gonna go talk to her. That's
she gave you an IOI, indicator of interest.
Okay,
which is basically like her approach. She approached
it's like
you.
her because girls aren't gonna come up to you. Like, that's not in their nature,
right.
But. Even like because I didn't pick up on IOIs like for the longest time, and I still like sometimes don't.
It's so subtle, bro.
But yeah, that's the thing.
No, but you can cold approach without the IOI.
Yeah, so that's what I don't do. I don't cold approach without if they're on their phones and they're just not even looking at me, I'm like, I don't want them. I want the girl who looks at me, gives me a little signal. That's the girl I want.
Irvine Spectrum one of these days or some shit.
All the ABGs? All the ABGs or what?
We'll do a vlog.
Okay, yeah. We do
or maybe just downtown over here.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. And we'll just, dude, we'll make it like a goal where you approach like 30 girls.
Okay.
And we vlog it. We can interview them. We can make it more like so. There's a plausible deniability reason to talk to them.
Obviously, yeah, you can get the girl, but I like it like when the girl gives me a signal, and because I know, oh, this girl wants me. This girl, it's nicer knowing that, oh, this girl actually wants me.
Are you afraid of rejection though? Deep down.
No, because I always used to approach girls, but I always noticed like the girls who gave me signals is much easy going, right? It's easier going, right?
For sure. Yeah, they chose.
It's less work I have to do of like the introduction part and like trying to get them comfortable. It's like the girl already finds me attractive. There you go. It's much easier going. But I don't know. You do cold approaches much more, so you might be better at it.
Yeah, I mean, I've approached probably like 5,000 girls before, like cold, and I would say that 95% of them didn't look at me first. Mm-hmm. They didn't give me an IOI. I was doing my approaches. I was cold approaching. And that shit is, dude, it'll boost your testosterone like crazy, number one, make you feel like a fucking man again. You'll also be able to think quicker on your feet, so it's really good. It'll help you actually get better at, basically like freestyling or doing like stand-up comedy and stuff like that. So just improv will just literally go through the roof from that. And you'll just feel way more alpha and masculine. If people are, a part of your alpha club, I definitely, see, here's the thing. This is banned on YouTube now. And it's like, whatever. But no, like go out there, experience your masculinity, go cold approach girls without IOIs. You shouldn't have to have a reason to approach her. And understand that you're coming up with value and you won't be nervous. You're coming up to give her an experience that she doesn't get walking through the mall, especially these days after the C word disease. People these days literally do not approach.
Yeah, I just feel like I don't have the need to.
Definitely.
I don't have the need to walk up to a girl because she's on her phone or I just want to. It's like I just do it when it's like when it feels natural. When I see the girl checking me out, it's like okay. Now you're checking me out. Now I have to talk to you. You know what I mean? So it's like that's how it is. You know.
So there's a lot of people that are repressed and they came from a place. Maybe they're still in that place where they just don't understand women, right? And that's good. There's a section in your Discord called Understanding Women. That's really what it comes down to. Mm-hmm. But they need to understand themselves. They don't understand themselves or women right now. So from that place, they're not getting, checked out because their body language sucks. They're in a depressive state. Like the girl just doesn't see this dude's on an upward trajectory. She doesn't feel that energy, that aura from him. So in that scenario, he needs to go cold approach. And you could do dating apps, you could set it up properly, and that's a little cheat code. But dude, I can't tell you how many guys set up the dopest fucking profiles on dating apps, and then they get the girls over in person, and then just fumble and like fucking bro. I've probably only had one experience in my life where a girl came over from a dating app and we didn't have sex.
Oh, dude, same.
She drove.
Yeah, I had one girl fucking literally come to my house, open the door, and I was like, "You are not the girl on the screen." And I told that bitch, "I'm not letting you in my house." Like that's the only time I haven't hooked up with a girl from
the Asian
from
Andrew Tate turning down these bitches.
Bro, I was like, I'm like, "You are not the girl from the picture." She's like, "Yeah, I am." I'm like, "No, you're not." And she's like, "Yes, I am. My name is this, that." And I'm like, "Yep, no, I'm good."
So she was fat?
No, she's just ugly as fuck, dude. She's not.
She was using AI.
But here's the thing.
Misrepresenting.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, like
using AI.
You gotta be open. Well, it shows that she's just genuine. She's a liar. You know, it's like
She's
people who use photos of themselves from a long time ago. You're not being who you are right now at this moment. So it's like, yeah, I don't appreciate the dishonesty and the ugliness. But yeah,
I'm so sorry you had to go through that. How dare these women? And then the red pill Asian Andrew Tate was born after that experience.
Okay, so how long can you use a photo? I would say.
Well, here's the thing. If it looks like you, but that bitch did not look like her photo, dude. It was fucking wild. I'm like, this is not the same person. Yeah. Like at all.
That's rough.
Yeah, it was fucking wild.
At least you caught it though, because I've been in situations where I'm like, I'm a little less upfront, or like maybe I'm just like, all right, like I get, I might like go with the flow more, and then
bend over, bitch. You already here now. Let me get that warm, wet hole.
But no, that's...
I got no self-respect. No, No, I see where you're coming from.
I applaud you.
It was
applaud you,
empathy.
sir.
It was
Like,
empathy.
Yeah, right. Maybe I sensed like she hadn't had an orgasm in 12 years because she's catfishing. And
Bro, he's just more like Asian alpha Andrew Tate. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna cut that shit.
Yeah,
He ain't gonna let that shit.
Nah, that's tight. Come on.
You're more of a feminist. You're more on the feminist spectrum. You were doing God's work.
Yeah.
Giving to the universe. A very generous man.
Like, oh, fuck you. Fuck it. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, sweetie.
Hey,
both
wear
is
this,
good.
Wear
Both
this
is good.
bag. Wear this bag. Just like
Oh,
Hey,
gonna put one on
he
myself.
was doing her a favor. He's doing her a
she
favor.
comes on the couch.
Yeah.
No. You're not that couch. This is the designated chair over here for
So-
catfish.
It's a fucking camping trip.
so I actually if you guys want to talk about our weirdest sexual experiences, that could be tight because
Let's run it.
I have a weird one.
Yeah.
I actually met a chick on an app. It was called like Plur
I already know what this is.
Pure. I don't know.
Pure.
It was a strictly hookup app.
Here.
And so it was straight to the point. Like everyone's there to fuck. We're all here to fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, this is interesting. So I match with someone, and she's like, come to this address at this time. I'll be in the room. I'll be waiting. And I'm like, what? This is interesting. I'm either gonna get murdered or get the best top of my life. So I'm like, bet, let's run it, right? So I go to this house. It was in Irvine. So I suspected, the chances of me getting murdered are a little lower because, we're in Irvine. And so I walk into this house and it was completely empty.
What
there
the
was like,
fuck?
yeah, it was at that point. I'm like,
Not furnished.
it wasn't, there was like some boxes in the living room, like to where like maybe someone could be hiding behind there, but it was still an empty house and like all the lights were off except for one light, which was in the stairway. So there's no lights, no furniture, there's some boxes. And I'm like, I'm already here, bro. I'm like, we're going in, like SEAL Team 6, like, come on. And so I'm like, oh, fuck. And it almost turned me on a little because it just got my heart going a little bit more. And I'm like, fuck. And so I walk up these stairs and, I start sweeping the compound. I'm like, all right, where are we going? I start checking rooms and there's one room, like the door was locked. So that was weird. And they're like, I'm upstairs and then eventually I hear her say like, oh, I'm in here. And this bitch is on the floor butt ass naked. There's no furniture. There's no lights. She's butt ass naked. And I'm just like, she just was like there waiting to get fucked on the floor planking. And so I fucked her and it was weird. And
Wait, was she hot?
Ish.
Was it too dark?
Ish. It was dark,
Okay.
bro. At that point I was committed. So I'm
Dude,
like,
how many nuts do you think she had in her already?
oh my God. No.
That's wild. That's fucking
Or in
wild.
the pot.
Yeah, no, that was
Wow.
something I thought. I was like, maybe this is her kink where she just wants to be like totally objectified and like maybe like maybe she's been, I was just like, yeah.
50 guys per day just filling her up. Like she doesn't even
Yeah.
eat food. Like
No,
that's
I-
her diet. Like
yeah.
just absorbing cum.
Yeah, no, that was like one of the one times I wore a condom.
Oh, okay.
That might
That's
have
like
been
the one I wouldn't wear a condom.
that was like the only time.
I want to see if my sperm's the most dominant. I'm nutting in that bitch. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Canceled.
Just
Canceled.
jokes, guys. Come on.
Cancel. Game over for the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't clip that one for TikTok.
Yeah. That was a little explicit.
That one's viral though.
That one's so fucking good.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
Any weird stories?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've done shit where like I fuck girls in public, in nature. I mean, you were at a kind of interesting one. You filmed.
We went
a very
to
interesting
a
one.
place called Boner Mountain.
Have you heard of Boner Mountain?
This is a special place.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's over yonder. It's actually in Irvine too. Funny enough. But this is probably a place where you do get murdered.
Yeah, possibly. It was dark.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't dark, but it was like the energy was.
We had a drone. We had a drone shot for this.
The fuck?
It's on Pornhub.
No way.
Yeah, it's called Boner Mountain.
Yeah. So like, anyways, like,
Very cinematic.
So basically, I'm gonna give away the whole business fucking idea too when I say this. But basically, we went on seeking arrangements, and we just hit up girls that are looking for sugar daddies, and we're like, no, we have a better opportunity for you.
Come get fucked in the forest. Basically.
But no, we're like, we're we run an OnlyFans agency, and we're gonna basically bring you on, and like we're gonna do some cool scenes, we're gonna have fun, like this is our culture, this is the way it is, and so check us out. We have this one really fun series called fucking Boner Mountain series, where basically we go out into the mountains, and we basically role play that you're like lost, and I found you, and then I rescued you and gave you 10 to 15 orgasms. And we had this one girl, we did a shoot with her in
a hotel.
Yeah, it was like was it a motel?
I don't know if it was between a hotel and a motel.
It was like in the middle. Yeah. But it was a hotel, you know what I'm saying? So we took her there, we did some shoots, we got her we
buttered up.
Yeah, we did like the photo shoots with her and stuff like that. And then I was like, the next day we're like, hey, you want to go out in nature and do something fun? And so then we took her out to Boner Mountain, which is in Irvine, Canyon Road or some shit. I don't fucking know. And or it's actually Bomber Canyon is what it's called.
Mountain?
Bomber Canyon.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the actual name.
Allegedly.
Supposedly, you might find us out there if you're going on your little hikes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we just filmed this scene with like a drone. We did it all professional. We used this 6K camera, and it's
classic.
Look up Boner Mountain on Pornhub.
Classic Boner Mountain.
Instant classic.
Instant fucking classic.
No, it was good. I fucked the shit out of her for like 9 minutes.
Made her kiss the bush.
I was like, tell Mother Nature you love her. Kiss the fucking bush right now.
That was
so funny.
That was one of my favorite quotables.
I don't remember that part.
You don't remember that part? Bro, you need to watch that shit and take notes, bro. You're a porn star, bro. You could learn from it.
Yeah.
No, so I'm technically a porn star too, you know what I'm saying? I just never did any studio porn. Or what would you call it? You call it industry porn.
Well, professional and amateur. There's amateur and professional.
So I'm an amateur porn star.
Amateur.
Yeah, that's way sexier.
Bro,
amateur.
that's why I say you guys would get along with Sterling, bro. Dude, you guys would get so along with Sterling.
Yeah.
Deadass, yeah.
Well, see, like that was fun and all, and like I would do it again, 100%. But more closer to my purpose is like helping men. I love. Don't get me wrong. Not like that.
Not like 10 to 15.
Yeah, I'll give girls 10 to 15 orgasms and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I can only go so far. It's like, it's a lot of energy output, and also I like doing semen retention. I like, saving the seed, if you will, so that I have more energy for my purpose. I busted 5 nuts last week. I need to slow the fuck down.
Same.
Busted like 4 this morning.
I busted like 3 today.
4 this morning. 3?
Not today, but like.
He said 4 this morning.
Damn.
Quattro.
What do you mean by that? Jacking off?
No.
Oh, with
I was
Courtney.
at Courtney's.
Nice.
I mean, my
Leave
girlfriend.
every time you have
That's his
sex, you
business
nut?
and purpose. That's his fucking mission and purpose, bro.
Yeah, I come every time.
Every time you have sex.
Probably came like maybe 20 times in the last 4 days.
Bro, you only have 5,000 max.
Nah, that's a myth.
That's how it's.
I know porn stars that have been doing this for like 40 years and they're still shooting.
I hear that a lot though. It's like guys have like a certain number.
I think it has to do with something. It's not physically you die. It's more like it just. It might be all a myth. I don't know, but it could just be like a fucking like.
Just share the
you
theory.
lose your soul.
Maybe you nut more the more you nut. Does that make sense?
Well, dude, if you watch like Nympho or any of these like dudes that have been in the porn industry their nuts are small. Like they don't nut that much.
But that depends on how much they're doing shoots and stuff too.
Yeah.
Some
like if you watch like what's his name? Fucking Hookup Hotshot. His nuts are kind of small sometimes. I'm like, yeah, that's his 3rd nut that day. You could tell, like,
yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Well, like
I don't want to nut all day.
If I have a shoot, I won't come for about 48 hours before the shoot.
Oh wow, that's nice.
I was gonna say, do you ever retain or like what's the longest you've?
The longest
gone?
I've retained in the last few years, probably like 2 months, maybe. Like
Damn,
a month and a half.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I went 8 months while in a relationship, having tantric sex every day. That's another thing with tantra though, is like you build like your energy's going somewhere, so you're not like blue balled.
Yeah.
Because if you have sex and then you don't come, you get to a point where you're like, all right, I'm done, and then you're not really horny.
I've learned how to come without releasing.
Oh shit! So you're doing the microcosmic orbit
I'm
now.
getting better at that.
Nice.
Weird.
I teach that in my course.
Weird, bro. It's
you like your body shakes a little bit and shit, and you're
it's
having
not.
the
It's
dopamine
just,
release.
I don't get all fucking shaky, but like I feel like.
Do you PC muscle fucking do the intake, the big inhale?
All I know is it feels like I'm coming, but I'm not.
Do you shoot the energy up your spine?
No, I don't do none of that.
So when you're feeling that, try this next time. Take a deep breath, squeeze your PC muscle like you're trying to stop
penis muscle.
Your
My
PC.
peener.
You're in like between your asshole and your nuts.
Taint.
Squeeze that
taint,
shit.
yeah.
All right.
Squeeze it and shoot it up your spine. Like you breathe up and focus up your spine. That sexual energy will go to your pineal gland.
My fucking head explodes or what?
Basically, you'll start decalcifying your pineal gland and activating it more, so you'll have more psychic abilities. And you're moving that sexual energy throughout your body, and it can micro orbit, which it'll make it like come back into her stronger.
Yeah.
So you'll give her a stronger orgasm, and then you can actually absorb her orgasm and do the same thing.
That's wild.
And then that's how you give girls like back to back to back to back stronger and stronger and stronger orgasms until they're like.
That's where those Alex Gray paintings come from. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I was teaching some guys in my Discord like the importance of like your pineal gland and to stay away from fluoride in water, fluoride in toothpaste. Like, I don't know. You probably know a lot more than me.
It's alkaline water right there. Yeah,
yep,
12 step filter right there.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
It's
for sure.
Yeah. So the fluoride.
Well, that's the other thing with the V word, that thing.
The smash me.
The thing they put in your arm and stuff, it actually, that graphene stuff in it is really just about calcifying pineal gland and whatnot. And also what they spray in the air.
Yep.
That's all it is. But see, like none of that would have to affect you.
Could you explain like what the pineal gland is to guys who don't know?
Yeah. So
like what the purpose is?
It's called the seat of your soul. Basically, the pineal gland, the pineal gland, whatever you want to call it, is just a gland in the body. It's one of your chakras where basically you can have psychic abilities and whatnot, and through deep meditation, you can see visions. And when you see a vision clear, it gets etched into your subconscious or unconscious, and then it starts to become reality. Yep. The only reason why we're here right now is because we're all using our pineal gland to manifest something that is aligned with where this energy is going.
Yep.
So, and when you can make it more vivid, the more it's going to be, coming to reality, and also charging it with emotions. Now, so we have the crown chakra above, which actually gets the vision or like the communication with source, God, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And then through the pineal gland, you can actually like see the whole vision, if you will.
And people don't believe this because they've been told their entire lives a lie. Like when people hear what you're saying, they think that's crazy. I'm gonna go search on Google the truth, and then Google tells them, oh no, this isn't. Oh, fluoride is actually good for you. Oh, you need fluoride in your water. Oh, this is actually good for you. Then that's the biggest thing I was telling you earlier is like when I hear something that might sound crazy, I search on Google if it's true or not. And when they say, oh yeah, that doesn't work, I'm like, okay, it works. If Google is saying it works, it works. Because if you search this stuff up on an unblocked search engine like Rumble, you will see all the videos talking about the truth. So I highly suggest for any guys here like who's watching this podcast is go on unfiltered and unblocked search engines if you want to see the truth and hear the truth, because that's where they're not filtering shit. I'll notice like when I search up topics on YouTube and Google, that's how I know the truth, because they'll suppress it, they'll block it. Like,
well, that just started like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So which is crazy because like you're 19 and you notice this.
Yep.
Like I probably, if I was like your age, it would be the same thing. But what I actually witnessed it change. Like I saw it in real time where it was like you could research the truth for a minute, and then all of a sudden now it's all like government like related or like mainstream stuff that's backed by government.
Even on IG, it's like, oh, this is false information,
Yeah.
blah blah
There you
blah.
go.
And
Dude, that's bad.
That's how you know it's true. That's how you know it's true. That's all I need to know.
Now
telling us.
on Instagram, I think it automatically blocks offensive material.
Yeah.
Now. So you have to go to your settings and say like, let me see offensive material. And
Well,
oh, for real?
Like, open it.
Yeah, and back to the pineal gland thing. It's a gland in your head.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I activated mine naturally through doing a breathworks meditation one time, and the pineal gland produces DMT, and so it's activated like when you're sleeping and stuff too. It's like with your dreams. But I activated it while doing this meditation just from breathing. I teleported to space. I talked to the universe. I got answers.
Astral travel.
Like all this crazy shit just from breathing. And that was like one of the most eye-opening experiences ever.
That's what I'm telling you to do with sex. Do that same breathing technique you did when you're about to feel like you're about to come and shoot that energy up. DM fucking T. That's what I'm saying to do, bro. That's some next level shit. Yeah, we get naturally vaccinated up in here. Oh, bad word.
Wild.
Bad
Yeah,
word.
that word will definitely get the shit banned.
It does.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I was talking about universal juices getting injected into me. So, no homo. Yeah, I'm submissive to the universe. To be dominant, you have to be first submissive. So, submit to the energies as they penetrate your body from the sun.
Interesting.
Another thing is, guys, like as guys, I understand that I've been told like a lie about basically almost every little thing that I've been told in school. Like lies about women, lies about how to make money. And so it's like, if you start to realize that, hey, I've been lied to about women. That's why I teach guys about women, because they start to realize, damn, I've been lied to about women, and this guy's actually telling me the truth that I never learned. And hopefully that inspires more guys to realize that this system is against you. The school system is against you, and they don't want you to learn, because knowledge is power, right? And so when they block all these things from the actual truth from you knowing, right? It's like they can control exactly how you think, how you feel, all that shit.
Yeah, and then, dude, that's like the scary kind of part about the internet is, you know, for a while I thought like the New World Order was going to be like some like, okay, we're getting forced into camps or some shit. But really what it is it's just one big culture now, because as people pass away, the next people are just raised on the internet.
Yep.
And if you're all raised by one bit of information, like, you know, the internet itself is just one religion now.
Yep, and they can control it.
And if they're controlling it and they're you know, nitpicking what information gets out there, if you will, then basically at the end of the day they can turn the world into whatever they want.
Right.
So, but that's what's kind of scary about the future in that sense, where people, if like Rumble, for example, if that got shut down, then you're gonna get your rights.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get your you know, your revolution, if you will.
Doesn't the pineal gland like help you with critical thought and thinking as well?
Oh, for sure.
Right. So that's another thing as well, is like your ability to critically think, because school doesn't teach you how to critically think. They teach you the answer to the problem that they created.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They don't give anytime you critically think, you get shut down, you get shitted on. Is that's not right. That's not right. So they don't teach you how to critically think. They teach you the answer. Right. And so that's the issue, is when they can control the answer, then they're always gonna
Well,
be
yeah,
right.
School is just there to create more drones to work in the factories and for the bigger companies and businesses and whatnot. Definitely, though, fluoride will make you more docile.
Yep.
This is what they put in concentration camps.
Yep. The Nazis use that shit, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you have your pineal gland open, you're more yourself. You know who you are, like your identity. Like you have to go through all the chakras. You can't have your pineal gland open if your sexual chakra is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You have to get all the chakras aligned, and it's in stages. And so this is why I preach so much, you know, sexual health or open-mindedness towards sexuality. People that make sex such a big idea, like big deal, like, oh, these women that have this sex, that's bad. Da, da, da. All that stuff needs to be let go of, because then once sex is balanced and aligned, then from that place, it's natural and not perverted. When there's repression and you keep that down, that's how like you get these crazy sexual perversions, crazy sexual porn, people addicted to porn. All these problems stem from the fact of anybody thinking there's something wrong with sexuality, or you should be guilty with, you know, experiencing it like this or doing it like this. All of that is just experiencing yourself. And so once you heal that, then you can go to the next one where you're going to, you know, basically be able to take care of your needs. You know, and then the next one, which is find out who you are, your identity, right? And then the next one, which is like what your purpose is in your life, right? That's your heart chakra, or not your purpose. It's more like I guess it is purpose, like your love to the world, how you can give that gift to the world. And then the blue chakra, your throat chakra, is basically like speaking that truth to the world and going out there and actually making a difference. But if all those other chakras are fucked up, when you speak, you're going to create more fucked up realities. You're going to hurt more people. You're going to cause more pain, right? And then, you know, after that, it's the pineal gland. And from there, it's like you're a visionary. You can see the future. You can connect the dots, and you can make things happen in reality that will benefit all of humanity. Because your heart is on point, then you can actually see a better future for humanity. But if your heart is not on point, then you're only gonna see the fucked up realities. Like, that's the elite.
Yeah.
That's why they're creating like kind of like a dystopia.
Yeah, and it's like the haters, they get along with each other. Oh, I hate that person too. Let's be friends because I hate that person too. It's weird. It's like
start a club.
Yeah, like attracts like. Misery loves company. All these things are so true. You notice all these miserable people, they're all doing the same things. They believe in the same things, right? They all do the same thing. So it's like you'll notice like which people are where they're at in life. That's why I created like Alphas Only Club, so you can meet like-minded men all over the world who share these values and belief systems, who are open-minded, who want to be the best version of themselves. Because I know that, guys, you're not going to be surrounded. Like, if you walk around in the outside in the real world, dude, you're not going to find this many people like us that believe in this stuff. It's very difficult to find dudes that. So like, you found me through online, I found you through online, and it's awesome how many more people you can meet through online who believe in this stuff. So I think it's super powerful.
Yeah, it's using the tools to the greatest advantage that we can right now.
Yep.
And so, like you were saying, Google is censored. Well, now there's all these people that already have all the right information, and now you have them all in a group. So from that place, it is very, very dangerous to the establishment. But we're not here to destroy the establishment or like bring them down or whatever. It's more just like we just like want more happiness, more love, more abundance in our life. So we're connecting with those people. But yes, through groups like you are creating, like, bro, if we had that when we were like your age, bro, we'd be way further along.
Right.
Like we were just talking about that in the bathroom, is like we kind of went like slow burn. The way that we were raised, the time that we got brought up, we had a lot of confusion, right? And yes, we have a lot of slow burn now, so we have a lot of wisdom to give to others, and it's all coming together at the right times, if you will. And we're still young enough to play the game.
Yeah, have fun.
And you know what I'm saying? And be in the Discords and creating the funnels and whatnot, creating these programs for people to go through. But it's just like, dude, if we had that at 19,
I know.
It's a game changer.
Yeah.
All the information in one place.
Yep.
How to make money from zero instantly, and then also like not get taken advantage of like girls, because you get to know yourself, do the self-development, learn how to give her orgasms, be the best she ever had, understand what she means when she says that, how to communicate, sub-communicate with women.
Yeah, online, that's the biggest thing. I noticed like my biggest critics, people who are older than me, they only have two things to say is like, I wish I knew this stuff when I was your age, keep doing it, or man, I'm so jealous that you know this stuff. Like, I fucking hate you, all this shit.
Yeah.
So it's either both sides. It's like, dude, I'm so jealous of this kid because he's getting more girls than me, and it is what it is. But yeah, I'm super glad I understand this stuff now. I'm super glad I questioned all my teachers when I was in school. I'm super glad I wasn't submissive to all this knowledge being pushed on me. I always stood up for what I believed in, and I'm super glad that I stayed true to who I am. So, and hopefully I can inspire more kids to do the same thing.
Dope, dude. I love that. And it is our responsibility to make sure that we help the youth that are behind us get to the level that we're at this age, even younger. And that's just evolution right there. But like, we have that responsibility where it's like, dude, like, go and teach these people and make sure they get in, because we can't go back in time. Right. I would if I could, but the next best option is make sure that the kid, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. The younger version of you, bro.
Yeah, just train the younger version of you and then take it to that next level.
Yeah, because then imagine I'm teaching guys who are 14, 15 the stuff I know and you guys know. Dude, they're going to be way past me. They're going to be way past everyone. And then they're going to teach the younger kids. It's like, bro, we're really gonna. This is like the only way to change how society is and change the fucking world. Like,
and they're gonna try to stop it, bro. And that's the other thing where I said like we have a time limit. Yes, like it is fun and shit like that, but there is like a time limit because. Yeah, like you said, you can't go on Google anymore. So then the next best option is like go to our YouTube channels.
Yep.
But then that gets banned.
It's gonna get banned.
And then Rumble gets banned. And then go to our Discords, right? But then they're like, fuck, like.
But that's why I'm moving. That's why the goal for Alphas Only Club is to not only move everyone to my Discord, but we're gonna move everyone from the Discord to in person. Like, I'm gonna start, buying warehouses. That's the goal, is like warehouses, gyms, events.
But they need money to be able to travel. So that's why we got to empower them.
Teach them.
Yep, through the affiliate stuff, through what you're going to be releasing, how to make money from scratch, just using who you are as a person, and stuff like, Black Cherry Agency, for example. We have a course on how to like literally build an OnlyFans agency, stuff like that. There's different avenues, drop shipping, right? Selling courses. If you are somewhere right now where you have knowledge and there's people behind you, it is your responsibility, like I said, to literally teach those people. You are more than qualified. If there's someone behind you right now, you can sell him something, and you should, because if you give it to him for free, he won't respect it or value it at all, and he won't learn anything from it. So everybody here needs to sell each other stuff. We need to sell each other stuff so that we actually learn from it and grow from it. And because then you're giving them incentives to put their money into good things, so they don't just waste it. So they're putting their money into their own, self-development. And from that place, we all become empowered. So if I sell you something, you sell me something, we both bought it. And our money just like went in a circle.
You're both gonna value it too. I have so many PDFs that you've sent me. And like I know they're dope.
Because Daniel sent you them.
But you didn't invest any of your money or time into it. So it's
here's a login, bro. Here's a $5,000 course login. You're like, what the fuck?
I'm like a month later, like, oh fuck, I forgot to check. All right, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I know. That's the way it is.
Be that value on stuff.
But
don't tax me.
Don't tax me though.
I got you. No more value. It's all behind the paywall, Bloomy, and you. You're gonna have to buy our own course.
I'm like, hey, how's our course doing? I don't know. Buy it.
Funny, bro. And that's it.
Shit.
Damn, we brought that shit full circle. Full circle. So if you guys are listening to this right now and you're like, what do I do next? What's the next steps? Well, start by, listening to people that you resonate with. It's in your soul. You feel like, okay, they're onto something. And then go deeper with them, grow with them, join his Discord, join his programs, and learn from coaches that he's vetted, right? Because he's done all the work and vetted these coaches. And, I have over 300 courses, literally over 300 courses. And I've gone through all of these courses, and some of them are good and some of them are great and some of them are, whack or whatever. But I've sourced this information, and that's what I'm teaching. That's what I put together. And so you can cut the learning curve by 10 years of going through, it's like at least 10 years. I've been going through courses off of straight YouTube and stuff like that. You can cut the learning curve by learning from people who put it all into one little package for you and joining those communities. And then you're not going to get the bullshit answer from Google, basically. And so, do you want to tell them about your Discord, your program, stuff like that?
So basically, if you're interested in joining, obviously we host. Discord is just the way to host the messaging and the seminars, but we do host in-person events. I'm going to be hosting more in the future. We do meetups, and I think it is super important for other guys to meet up. I have guys in my Discord who met up in person, who traveled around the world together, who became best friends together. And made a bunch of money together. So it's really awesome. I've created a nice community of dudes who are already vetted. It's like, you don't need to skip is this guy legit? Can I trust him? It's like, no, dude, I already did that for you. You guys agree on the same things. You guys resonate on the same things. Like, it's super easy and effortless. And that's another thing we talk about with relationships with women is like easy and effortless. That's the best part.
Just being yourself. The screening is already in process. It's right there. So one of the other things is, like, you came out here pretty much, he's like vetting me right now, guys. So like, you see me in the, like, understanding women section, as a sex coach. He literally came out to the studio and vetted me and made sure I was who I was saying I was, right? So that's what he's done with all the coaches in the Discord. I mean, you didn't go to all their studios, but you vetted them.
No, I just talked to him, and you'll be able to tell, like, right away, okay, if this guy is legit, what this guy is saying, is he speaking and providing action? And that's it. That's all I look for. Is like, if you say one thing and you do another, then that's awesome. That's all I look for. Is if you're teaching one thing and you're actually doing it and you're living it, that's awesome. But sadly, a lot of dudes is they'll speak about women, they'll speak about all these things, but they're not actually living it. They're not actually like true to themselves, or they don't show themselves living it. Like, that's the one thing I wish I saw from my mentors, is they talked about this mindset. And I know it changed my life, but I wish I saw them also like doing cool vlogs like Danny Duncan. But then Danny Duncan like teach valuable information, like
just entertainment.
Yeah. So
exactly.
I want a balance, and that's where I wanted to create those two best of both worlds.
No,
So,
it's definitely about both.
yeah.
It's valuetainment.
Yep.
Right.
Yep,
Ty
exactly.
Lopez talks about this as
Yep.
well, right? He
Dude,
was doing live.
He was
all the time.
he was like liking all my videos.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, dude.
Actually, back in the day, we were going through all of his stuff. Yeah, we have a lot of his programs and stuff. I fuck with Ty. He's cool. But then he became like a Dan Bilzerian because that's the entertainment aspect of this whole thing. And that's why I want to link you up with Mufasa.
Yeah.
I want to link you up with like RSD Luke.
Yeah.
And by the way, they know Dan Bilzerian.
Yeah.
Right? So it gets you like into that world. And then from there, it's like, okay, I actually show you how I got here. It's not just like, oh, you guys like watch me and like my shit for my validation and attention. No, it's like, I'm going to show you how I built this lifestyle.
Yep.
And then let's just make it free for everybody. Basically free in the sense where it's like attainable and accessible.
Yeah.
You still
Yeah.
pay for it.
Yeah.
Right. But it's like now we're actually showing you the secrets because this whole fucking cards, it's coming down anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, this shit's already going to collapse.
Yeah.
But let's make sure that everybody wins. Like we win in the process. We don't fucking die in the process of like being poor peasants and then the elite turn it into a new world order. No, like let's have a say in this shit.
Yeah, that's another reason why like I also offer like full 100% money back guarantees if you don't get results in the first month of joining my club. So like if you
Even
join,
if it's their fault.
Yeah, no. Well, here's the thing: because if you join for a month, I guarantee within 4 weeks you're gonna be able to attract women effortlessly into your life. You're gonna be able to get the lifestyle you want. You're gonna be able to start that business, get your first sale, whatever goals. We have the coaches that are gonna help you.
Yeah.
And if for whatever reason you don't reach that goal within 4 weeks, and you don't get laid within those 4 weeks and you're a virgin, then we're going to give you your money back and I'm going to kick you out of the club because I don't want to be hanging out with a bunch of dudes who have all this valuable information, but they're still virgins.
Yeah, we won't hang out with you virgins.
Dude,
Yeah,
I mean,
what the fuck?
I mean, I'm going hard on the
fun.
virgins, but yeah, I mean, it's like, bro, if a guy who's struggling with girls and we're teaching him all the information, we have like coaches.
It's like leading a horse to water.
But I can't make
know?
it drink.
Exactly.
And he doesn't
Yeah.
want to let you down.
Yeah.
So he's going to try hard.
Yeah.
But then you don't want to take his money if he's not going to try.
Yeah, that's why we offer like money back. Like you don't lose, and also
No, it's perfect. I
You
love
can
it.
literally make money from our Discord as well because we have the affiliate program, and
Yeah.
you make 50% commission right now. It might change in the future because the value is way more worth. Like we have coaches in there and mentors. Like this is worth way more than $50 a month. So. Yeah, right now, but it is only $50 a month, and you make 50% commission if you do affiliates for us by just sharing.
cut that shit up on,
Yep.
on TikTok.
You cut it up, you make
Podcasts like
videos,
this,
and
put your link.
or just invite your friends. Like if you have 2 friends, dude, that covers the cost
Everyone
of what
go
it costs.
join.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, it's
Use the black cherry code.
yeah, he's like, yeah, dude. Fucking, I'll set you guys up with affiliates so you guys make some money. But yeah,
Definitely.
dude, it's good because you're not only just making money, but you're helping other people. Like knowing that, hey, by sending this information, like you said, you send your courses to all your friends. They might not listen to it, but at least you know that I sent this valuable information that changed my life. As long as I send it to other people, it's like it's knowing you did something good for the
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah, you put that out in the universe.
Yeah.
The giving. That
Yep.
Tony Robbins talked about this.
Yeah.
Like if you're giving, the universe is gonna give back to you.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's how it works. Like you said, like attracts like, cause and effect. There's different layers to this. By the way, guys, go check out 7 Hermetic Principles. Just type that in on Google. That's one thing Google will give you is the 7 Hermetic Principles and learn how life works. And from that place, dude, everything's good and we're all winning and we're going to the top. And it's not scary times. Like, oh, it's scary times. Oh, no, the women are fucking ruined. Oh, no, the fucking world's collapsing. And oh, no, like, the fucking...
Women are great.
Women are awesome. Yeah.
Amazing.
Women are awesome.
They are good girls right now.
Yeah, they are.
They are the most feminine I've seen them in
most-
any lifetime.
The most submissive.
This is my favorite incarnation. They're the most sexually open-minded right now. How could you hate this? This is like beautiful.
Yo,
beautiful time.
it's like hard for us to hate it, but it's like if we put ourselves in the shoes of a guy who doesn't want to try, dude, I'd be so
Yeah.
salty too, bro.
I'd
But
be salty as fuck.
yeah, but I'm so glad that I actually put effort, and we all put effort into
Yeah.
ourselves. We wanted to learn, we wanted to become better versions of ourselves. So that's why we're seeing success, and it is what it is. That's why we're not mad. That's why we're not salty. That's why we're not trying to keep women accountable.
Yeah,
Dude, we're the new elite.
got to keep up with the times.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
It is
like I
what
was
it is.
saying, like go with the flow of the world. Don't let it fucking go against you and like give yourself extra fucking work.
Yeah.
Nah, get there quicker. Actually get the wins that you're looking after. Stop making excuses and saying, well, that's wrong or like that's just stupid or like whatever people say. Like that's not the type of girl that I want. Like, dude, she's feminine, beautiful, and she's just doing what you wish she would do with you with someone else. That's all that's going on at the end of the day. So, society's not collapsing, all right? Just the old beliefs are collapsing, and it's time for all of us to win together and go upward spiral. And on that note, guys, the next podcast, we'll have some girls in here maybe. Ooh. And we'll be a little bit more on the entertainment side. And yeah, until next time, enjoy, guys. We will catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, guys, that was one of the most powerful podcasts I have ever personally done. That was with Logan, a.k.a. Daddy Duong, a.k.a. the new Andrew Tate, whatever you want to call him. And you guys already know this dude is on fire right now. Yes, he's going viral, but that's not the best part. He has a brotherhood of like-minded men and individuals that he's giving massive value to, okay? It's a Discord group similar to Andrew Tate's Hustlers University. But I think it's more practical and actually more valuable because Logan's in the trenches. He's going viral right now as a 19-year-old young adult. He sees what's happening. He sees the trends. Also, he understands female psychology and what's going on with females in today's day and age, and especially how to handle them when you are 19 or that age, right? And if you're older, you're going to get even more out of it because you're more mature and you can actually be plugged in to the zeitgeist, see what's actually happening in today's age, and you can easily make it happen because you already have experience under your belt. Now you have a window into what's actually working right now with those girls that are 18, 19, 20, 21, 23 that you're trying to get or whatever, right? And there's mindset in here. There's drop shipping. There's finances. There's everything in here that you need to get out of the matrix, out of the fog in your head that's keeping you down and putting you in that box that society wants you in. And the part I love about it is Logan has networked and found the most high elite level individuals that have mastered their craft and got them to be coaches inside the Discord group. And the other cool thing is it's not just about being an alpha male or whatever. No, it's about bringing out your most alpha qualities. You could be a sigma male, more introvert, and still be able to get those things that you need to become the best version of yourself, as a sigma, right? Alpha Males Only Club is just really about being your best self, bringing out the most dominant version of yourself. Whether you're introvert or extrovert, it doesn't matter. Now, I know the price is going to go up because obviously he puts more value in, and as more people join, it becomes more sought after. At the moment, it's $50, so don't miss out. Go check that out. It's in the description, link in the description, and don't miss out because obviously the price goes up. Like, look at Andrew Tate's Hustlers University. It turned into the real world, and the price went up. It's the same thing with this, guys, all right? Now, for you guys who might be struggling a little bit with getting girls into your life, or maybe you do have girls in your life, but you're struggling to make them fall in love with you, become obsessed, and really connect deeply with this girl in that way that you've always dreamed about, I put together something called the Multiple Orgasm Manifesto. And this manifesto is literally helping so many average-looking guys get the dream life they want with women because it has a 3-step formula that's literally designed to have women craving your attention, thinking about you on a daily basis, and replaying what they had experienced with you earlier. And this is all without having to worry about taking her on dates or if she's going to lose interest in the future. This cuts through the societal norm BS, and it really connects with her on a deep level so she can actually get to know you and love you for you. But I do have to warn you, the strategies, the techniques, and the formula in this manifesto are so effective that you might be getting girls that you currently think are outside your league, or you maybe in the past have been worried if you could ever please that woman. So I made sure that the formula in here is going to make sure that without a shadow of a doubt, you can give her 10 to 15 orgasms every time, guaranteed, regardless of the size that you got going on down there or your current experience or how many lay count you have or any of that. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to leaveherbetterandwetter.com. It's going to take you to a page that looks something like this. All you have to do is press the button, put in your information. It's going to ask for your email, your name, your phone number. Then it's going to redirect you to my Facebook group. The reason why I'm doing a Facebook group is because I want to vet the people that actually get access to the manifesto. Yes, the manifesto is free, but no, I'm not letting everybody just see it because in the wrong hands, People can do harm with this, okay? Yes, the video is, but I'm not letting everybody see this video because in the wrong hands, people can do harm. Now, at the end of the video, I give you an opportunity if you want to work with me closer and have one-on-one coaching and take your life to the next level and get a full-blown course that literally breaks down everything you need to know about giving girls multiple orgasms and being the guy who can connect with her on the deepest level humanly possible. But that's only for those of you who really are ready to take your life to the next level. Now, for those of you who do not use Facebook, that is totally okay. Feel free to DM me on Instagram or Facebook, but at Instagram, it's just at Real Daniel Robertson. You can just DM me there and we can have a conversation there and I can give you access to the manifesto. I'm probably just going to ask you a few questions, the same questions you would have to answer to join the Facebook group. And with that being said, guys, I have an exciting podcast that's coming up next with Mr. Lucario, one of the OGs in the dating game. Really excited to drop that for you guys. So let's go. Till next time. Peace out.